People out there in internet land. It's your boy Don. Gonna do some streaming, gonna do some coloring on James's pages. Why? I'll tell you why. Because it's snowing. I hate snow. I'm here in the house. Mama Donna went to bed. Max is up here eating crab meat. And I don't got another damn thing to do except work. So I'm a little behind. I'm gonna do some work. Get caught up. But first, I want to go over to Twitter, let everybody know that I'm here and live and in charge. And all that good crap. So let me see here. Oh, I just said that I was live. Well, look at that. Well, I don't care. I'm going to tell everybody again anyway. So repost, quote, the keyboard, L-I-V-E. Now, let's do it. Boom. And you know what? Let's, I've got the invite here. Click the invite, send it to the guys in the Big Leagues chat. Maybe somebody will come in. Hey dudes, I'm streaming. If you wanna join, paste, send. All right, it's been sent. So I don't know how everybody's doing out there, but I can tell you this: we got snow, and we're getting snow. As a matter of fact, according to the Weather Service, it is going to snow until about, looks like about 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So I guess that's not terrible. Now, hopefully, wait a second here. I'm on my VPN. I got to kick this off. Hang on one second. The last time I was on the VPN, everything was all jacked up. And if you're wondering why I'm on the VPN, because I'm doing things you don't even know about. Top secret government things. Black ops. Not gay ops. Black ops. So if I switch off the VPN, I wonder if it'll kick me off stream. And if it does, I'll pop right back on. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Apparently, I have confused the friggin' thing. All right, so I'm assuming I'm up in this bitch. I'm assuming it's working now. I don't know. Is it working? Chat, let me know. Is the shit working? Is the shit not working? My chat, nobody's coming in my chat. I see 3 people watching. Look, I need to know. Just somebody tell me, is this thing working? I don't even know if my microphone working, I guess. Oh, wow. Another disaster. Okay, well, I see 4 people. Okay. Retarded. Okay, I'm going to type hail to the chat. If you guys see that or you see that I'm streaming, let me know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, it's working. Thank you, Dale. Wow. Can't post messages to some channels. Why not? Are you lazy, Restream? You don't want to post anything? All right, well, F it. Seeing how we're working, why don't I start working? Okay, so what we're looking at here is page 25 of the Steins. Yeah. And this is James's supernatural horror doodad bookie thing with knights and dragons and werewolves and all manner of shite. And I don't want to give too much away. I want to do some work. I'm behind on it, so I want to color. I was hoping some people would pop in and shoot the shit with me, but I don't know if they want to or not. Maybe everybody's snowed in. I don't know. So I guess I'll talk to myself. I don't know. I'll talk to you guys. How are we all doing out there? Are we doing great? Are we doing awesomely? Are we not doing awesomely? Are we getting a lot of snow? What is the dealio, residents of internet? I can tell you this. It's 12:30. About an hour ago, I popped my little head out there and I saw a lot of snow in my front yard and on top of the car. And, it's a little, oh, look at me. You used the wrong tool just like that. I am effing straight up. Uh, I managed to get to the store, which was fun in and of itself. I don't know how it is where you guys live, but where I live in Southern Virginia. And I'm going to tell you what, people do not get snow here. Okay, they're just not used to it. Now, I wouldn't say I had the privilege, but I've had the experience of living in some cold places like Korea and Philadelphia. So I understand snow. I know how it works. Chris Bouchard, the commissions are slow, bro. I had to take some time off of the commissions and I had to get some stuff done for some other guys. It's unfortunate circumstance, but it's what I had to do. You are next in line. I will get to you just as soon as I can, sir. I promise. Okay? You heard it here first. What? What's going off? Everything's going off. Things are going off. Why? Not enough money to cover my balance on my card. Yeah, I didn't buy anything, so good luck with that, spammer. As you can see, I'm getting liquored up. It's all good. Dale A. We got a tiny bit of snow. Half inch? Well, that ain't bad. I saw on the news earlier that places like, I think it was Tennessee, getting slammed. I think it was like 3 to 4, 6 to 8. I don't know. Depending on where you are in my state, if you're up further north, it's like the opposite of the last storm we had. If you're further up north, you're bound to get less snow. The middle part where I am, central Virginia, is we're going to get anywhere between 2 and possibly 6. But the good news is it's a light powdery snow. Now it stuck right as it hit when it started snowing earlier around 7:30. Yeah, I believe that's when it started. It stuck immediately because the ground's frozen. But it's been my experience with the powdery snow that initial layer sticks and it's not that bad and it's not as heavy as the wet snow. So while I have problems with my roof, I'm not that concerned with the weight of the snow. I think we'll be okay. I'll know if we don't when I hear a big crash and there's a big hole in the roof. That hasn't happened yet. Pray the Lord above it doesn't happen. Chris, Mr. Bouchard in the chat, hello. He said that he got snow in Georgia. Yeah, I was seeing on the map Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, all the usual places that don't get snow in the Southland is getting it tonight. But again, on the good news side of things, it's going to fuck right on off about 3 o'clock in the morning. 3, 4, and it's going to haul ass. And I'm all about that. Anybody knows me. I don't like bad weather. I don't like snow. I don't like being cold, dude. I'm a hot-blooded individual. And, okay, that's not true, because I don't like being hot either. I like a good, moderate 65 to 75. Maybe not even 75. Maybe like 73. Yeah. About 65 to 73. Not quite so humid. Nice, cool, breathable air. Yeah, that's what I like. That's my sweet spot right there. And unfortunately, it doesn't get to be that way very often. Oh, I had a little bit of a minor malfunction this morning. Uh, this afternoon, rather. Uh, well, I lost my water. It was real quick. Now this has happened before, and I'm curious to know if anybody else has had any trouble like this with their well. We have a well. We don't have town water. We're out in the boonies, so we got our own well. And a few years back, the well burned up. It was from a really bad electrical storm. Lightning hit out back. It fried just about everything in the house. The washing machine, all of our phone lines took a hit. Uh, a brand new computer my dad had just bought got fried, and the well burned up. And that was fun to find out about and very expensive to fix. Long story short, we got it replaced, and things have been working. But about this is about the third time it happened. So about a year ago, there was no water, and I didn't know what to do. I went out, I checked the well house because we just got this little wooden top with a cinder block on it, and we got these friggin' spiders that live in there. These what do you call them? Hunt wolf spiders. Multi. Hey, Omer, what's up, dude? If you want to come in, I put the link in the Bigwigs chat. So if you want to roll in, you know, because I don't know how long I'm going to stream. I have no idea. I might go for an hour. I might go all friggin' night. I might make it a party. We just don't know. Anyway, we got these big ass wolf spiders. They're pretty prevalent down here in Virginia, and these things when they're in the dark, like in that well house, they get pretty big. They get about as big as the palm of your hand when they're all spread out. They're nasty looking things. And anyway, cleared them out. Everything seemed like it was working all right. I don't know. I don't know shit about well houses. So I come back in the house, and for some reason, I just felt the need to kill the breaker. So, I mean, I was like, why not? Water ain't working anyway. So I turned the breaker off, wait a little while, and then I turned it back on. Now, again, I don't know what possesses me to do this shit. It's like my dad's talking to me, spirit form in the back of my head. I know it sounds crazy, but that's kind of what it felt like. This happens quite a bit. And I turned it back on, and it took about 10, 15 minutes, and the water was back to working again. So I just kind of, the first time that happened, I just kind of logged it in the back of my head. I'm like, some weird shit, but we're going to go with it. And a few months passed, maybe 6, 7, 8 months, maybe. Happened again. This time I remembered what to do. I did the exact same thing. Cut it off, let it sit for about 30 minutes to an hour. Pop the breaker back on. Boom, water flowing again. And it happened this morning. It's been about, I wouldn't say maybe 8 months or so since the last time. And Mom went to the bathroom. She was going to wash her face off or something. I don't remember. And that morning, I had fixed us some hot cocoa. So the water was running just fine. And we now, there was some concern about frozen pipes, but that wasn't it because we got a leaky kitchen spigot, not the sink. The sink don't leak, the spigot does. And it's constantly dripping. And I haven't had a chance to get it fixed yet or fix it myself, which is what it's going to end up being because I don't have plumber money. Not many of us do. But anyway, I'm fairly certain that when it drips like that, it keeps the pipes going and it keeps it from freezing, whatever. So I wasn't worried about the pipes freezing, not really. And anyway, long story short, I had to go up to the store. So I said, shit, I might as well go ahead and get some water because the snow was a couple hours away. And I wanted to go up and get some more stuff because, I don't know how long I'm going to be stuck in this friggin' house, if at all, Sometimes we live on a back road too. Sometimes it takes them a while to plow us out. So went up to the store and good God, dudes, it was so crowded, man. And everybody and their twin sister was up in that joint. buying every friggin' thing you could imagine. Everything. Like I said, in this area, when there's any kind of inclement weather, especially snow, ice, anything like that gets announced, people freaking panic. They buy everything. Got the water, so I got 5 gallons of water, got some drinking water, got some other stuff, came back to the house, switched the breaker back on, and almost immediately, as opposed to the 20 or 30-minute wait times from before, almost immediately, kitchen sink came back on again. I was like, well, shit, look at that. I actually fixed it. So I messaged the guys on the big wig chat, and I'm like, well, you guys got any experience for this? And that's when James says something about maybe the frozen pipes or some shit like that. So I turned to Google for help, as I often do in times of crises. And Google told me that it could be mineral buildup in the pipes, causing the motor to trip. I guess there's a breaker out there, a fuse, fuck, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's happened a few times, and it is a little concerning because I don't have that kind of money to replace another well motor. But I'm just going to keep an eye on it. That's all I can do, right? Just keep an eye on things and hope it does what it's supposed to do. But yeah, man, that was my little scare today, as opposed to the great and awesome day I had yesterday, which was fucking awesome. Wearing pants, man. It was so cool. Wearing pants for the first time in like a decade. A decade. Finally got my fat ass into a pair of pants. I was so friggin' pleased. And then go to Walmart because I had an eye appointment. I've been putting this off for a long time. I'm doing so much work now on the with the comic art and everything, and I'm always on the computer screen. I've been a little bit worried about my eyes, So I don't. The VA doesn't cover. Well, I mean they cover it, but I'd have to. What is this? Do I use a cistern? DLA? No, no. We got a well. We got so well, sir. We don't have a cistern. Although I've always wanted a brother. Stupid. Anyway, what was I talking about? The eyes, yeah. So I've been worried about my eyes. Been putting it off, and went to the Wally World, and like I said, the VA will cover it, but I got to go clear up to friggin' Richmond. That's like 75 miles to the north. It's friggin' cold. Gas is not cheap. I'm on a budget, and the last time I went up there, it's McGuire is not the greatest place to go. It's the wait times are retarded, and I just don't have patience for that kind of shit. And usually I get my health care through a local provider, and the VA just kind of pays the bill. It's some kind of thing they got. I don't know. And I was thinking, well, maybe the eye care is like that too. And it's not, but it was okay because oh, look, my webcam's blinking again. That's great. Uh, the test was like 90 some bucks. Anyway, I go in there and I couldn't get my eyes dilated. Dilated? Is that the word? Dilated? Yeah, dilated. Because I'm driving. I'm the only one that's driving. So I told them that, and they're like, "Yeah, no problem. We can do it without dilating it." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Went in there and I put my chin up on the strap. Looked in this one. It's been forever ago since I had my eyes checked, and I guess they got a different way of doing it now. I put my eye in the strap. I put my chin on the thing, and I looked into like a viewfinder kind of thing, and it was like a picture of a hot air balloon in a highway, right? And she just said, "Hey, J Bob, what's going on, dude?" The lady just told me. She said, "Just sit there and try not to move." And then she filled a couple things out, and then there was another one right viewfinder kind of deal next to it. I swiveled around in the stool, and this time he blew like a puff of air in my eyes. I think it was like a glaucoma test or something. I don't know. And then she's like, "Okay, you're done on this part." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." So sat down outside the waiting area, which was very small. It's like a little tiny joint built into the Walmart. And then I didn't have to wait very long. It was like 5 minutes, and the real doctor came out, and I went in there and got up in the chair, and he knew all about my friggin' eyes, and he ain't even done the test yet. He was just reading what old Gorilla wrote, and I'm like, that machine must give them all kinds of. It must be some kind of sensor or some shit that looks into your eyes. It can make measurements and all. Things have changed so much. I couldn't tell you. I know I probably sound ignorant as shit right now, and I am. But hey, just go on what I know, what I'm trying to work with here. Why isn't my color history up? Hang on, guys. Did I turn off my color history? No. Where's my color history? It's on the other screen. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I changed my setup a little bit, so now my color history is on a different screen because it's stupid. Anyway, yeah, I can put it there because I'm not drawing right now. Okay, good. Color history. Yay! Okay, and where was I at? Eye test. Eye test. Yeah, and anyway, long story short, the guy tells me I'm not as nearsighted as I used to be, and my eyes are actually getting better. I'm 52 years old, and my eyes are getting better. He said they got to tweak my prescription, and my glasses will not be as strong as they used to be. And that's why I've been having, I get these headaches when I'm working on the screen because my lenses are trying to focus more intensely than they need to be. I found the last, I don't know, 3-4 months, I kind of peek over my glasses like I am right now to work on the screen. I don't even really need, I have to wear glasses all the time, but I'm more farsighted or near. I don't know what the hell I am. Anyway, they said that I didn't really, need that big, much of a prescription anymore. So I was like, okay, that's good news because my age, I'm worried I'm going to go in there and they're going to say, man, your shit's fucked, bro. you know, you got all this other stuff to worry about. But no, that wasn't the case. Very pleasantly surprised, and went over. You go out one door into another, and there's the eyeglasses joint, the vision center, and I found frames that jumped out at me. They were only like $75, and I liked them. They're not like birth control glasses like you get in the service, nothing like that, and they're not like those great big friggin' owl glasses. I fucking hate those things. They're just not for me. They're not made for my face. And I got all that for like less than $3. And I'm getting prescription sunglasses too for the first time in my life. So that's pretty damn cool too. Because normally, my eyes are pretty sensitive to like sunlight, like really, really bright sunlight. And when I drive, I have to have on sunglasses. But again, I wear glasses. So I have to get these little stupid ass clip-on lenses that always bend my frames and they get scratched up or they got the little hooks on them and you try to put them in your pocket. If you guys got glasses and you deal with that sort of shit, you know what I'm talking about. It's a real pain in the hoo-ha. And, I'd rather not deal with it. So now I'm going to get prescription sunglasses and I don't have to deal with it anymore. And they'll be ready in, about 2 weeks maybe. I get a text message when they're ready and I go get them. And that makes me so happy. So happy. New follower. I got a new follower on Instagram. Gaslight has started following me. Hot damn in the morning. It's the one person I've been waiting to follow me. Not really. I'm getting a little bit warm. It's like 78 in here. This robe Donna got me for Christmas. Okay. Yeah, I'm wearing my ultra gay teal shirt. That's why I'm small screen. I don't want everyone to see it. I'm a little embarrassed by it. So just turn the camera off altogether, right? But no, I'm not going to do that because I'm narcissistic, and I want my vision out there in some form for everyone to see, or something. I don't know. I'm a little lit. I'm not making any sense right now. Ah, good stuff. All right, so we are coloring James Lee's The Steins. If anyone's just tuning in, which they're probably not. Max is asleep on this little patch of carpet behind me. I don't know if I'm going to do this the whole night. Well, I'm feeling weird, man. I'm worried about things. I'm not worried about things. I don't know. I'm all over the place. I really want to freaking draw, man. But, well, I got inking I got to do. But the inking I got to do, I can't show on stream because it's part of a top secret project. So I've already been told that I cannot show any of that. So that sucks. But I really wanted to stream tonight because I haven't done a stream in a while. And I know I could have waited till tomorrow and do the show with the guys. And that might be enough. But I don't know, man. I gotta get some subs. I gotta, not subs you eat, but subscribers. I gotta build up some views on the channel. We gotta get monetized. We gotta get super chats going, man. Everybody's making the money off the super chats. We ain't getting shit because we ain't monetized. But I mean, that's not really the issue. Although it is. I like money a lot. I just don't have any of it. Nah, it's not that bad. Well, I mean, it's about average. So yeah, man. We started watching a new show today, me and Mom. The Pit. We saw the first episode. Not bad. It's definitely. I think it's from the guys that made ER. From the studio that brought you ER comes The Pit. Yeah, Noah Wiley's in it, and he's got like a beard and everything now. He played John Carter on ER, and it's pretty damn good. I was digging it. So probably gonna keep watching that. Animal Control came back on Fox. That show is funny as shit. I love watching that. If you need a laugh, watch Animal Control. It's pretty good. Been getting into the Star Wars Skeleton Crew. That surprised me. I thought it was going to be another woke ass Star Wars show. So I was not on anything to do with that at all. And somebody told me on Twitter. They're like, "Look, man, it's not that bad, Give it a try, right?" So I have received money from someone. Oh, you didn't have to do that, man. Damn you, Omer. Thank you, but you didn't have to do that. You dirty bastard. I love you, brother, but you didn't have to do that. Oh shit, now I'm all flustered. What the fuck was I doing? Talking about Max, Animal Control, Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's made for kids, but I'm digging it. It's got good character development. It's got good little story. A good villainous turn for Jude Law. I'm actually digging it, and he's pretty good in it. So I'm not gonna say it's Star Wars back to form. I'm not gonna be that bold, but it's definitely better than that goddamn Spider-Man thing that they were showing. That trailer, oh, what a hot mess, gentlemen! And lady, whoever might be watching that friggin' thing is a hot mess. Nothing to do with that at all. Harry Osborn is a black kid? Now look, I know it sounds racist as hell. It ain't. I'm not that way. Well, maybe a little bit. I mean, we all are in some way, right? I mean, no sense in lying about it. But dudes, it's why the character is clearly ginger. He's clearly Caucasian. Has been for a long time. Why do that? You know? But I think that show was made in the heat of the wokeness. And I think they're like under some kind of contractual obligations now where they have to release it. I don't think they can just let it sit there and rot. I friggin' would. I'd let that somebody sit there and rot quickly. But nobody came to me. Nobody said, "Hey, Don, what would you do?" Because I would tell them immediately, "Look, let it sit there and rot. This is not something you want to F with. It's terrible. The fans ain't going to like it." Sometimes I think they don't listen to the fans. Why is that not showing up? Is it because of overlay or am I doing something else? Normal? Okay, well, there that is. So, what am I doing on the screen? No. Overlay's not working. Or is it, am I just not using the color right? Oh, for God's sake, what is going on? Okay, I'm trying to give his eye, not draw a line. I'm trying to give the eye, you got the little lines in the eye. The, looks like a starburst. I don't know what the technical term is. But I don't want to overpower the look. And I'm trying to find the right, what do you call it, layer property or whatever to do this. I thought it would be overlay. Unless I'm just not using the right color. Yeah, because like nothing's happening. Am I stupid or something? What the hell's going on? I don't. No, that's the thing there. That's the eyeball. This is depressing me. What am I doing wrong? Glitch. Happy New Year. Yeah, dude. Uh, Happy New Year to you, but you did not have to do that. I appreciate you, but you did not have to do that. We will talk at length about that tomorrow. You amazing man. And I hope you like what I sent you. I hope it works. Just remember, you got to keep it charged up. I know I effed up and I forgot to send you the cable too. You talk to Duck Bacon. He loves cable so much. Maybe he'll send it to you. All right. Why am I not getting this right? What am I doing wrong, dude? Think. I'm painting with white on overlay. And it's not showing. See, look, it shows up there, but not on the red. It's not below the layer. It's above the layer. All right, let me try something. Let me go normal. Let me go normal. That's funny. Now let's just go ahead and put it in there. Okay, do it real light. I'm not worried about going outside the lines or anything. And then we'll do adjustment layers and we'll see what I'm doing wrong. Maybe I'll find the right one. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll continue to look like a fool on my stream. Who knows? Okay, so now we're on normal. All right, let's turn this puppy around. And that looks like total ass, but we're going to play with adjustment layers. So we're going to do darkenate it, multiply. Nope. Can I just use arrow keys to do this? Color burn, linear burn, subtract, lighten, screen, color dodge. Look, nothing is registering. Overlay, soft light, ground light, difference, vivid light, linear light, pin light, hard mix, exclusion, darker color, lighter color, divide, hue. It's like I'm not even doing anything. Okay, clearly I'm doing something incorrect. Normal works. How about if I lighten it to like that? It doesn't look right though. This does not look like it. Well, I mean, you're not going to be that focused on it, right? But that's not how I've been doing the eyes anyway. I've been doing them all red. I think I have. Shit. Let me go back. Hang on. I gotta. Hey, James. I didn't know you were in. Hang on. Hang on, buddy. Let me get you in. I'm sorry, dude. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Why
Can
is
you
my
hear me?
not working?
Can you hear me?
Hang on. Let me go to my settings, check my audio. Did my speakers turn off again? Damn it,
No,
man.
I can hear you, dude.
I think my speakers are on the wrong thing. Give me a minute. Jesus. God in the morning. It's always something. I switched my setup. Shit decides it doesn't want to work. All right, hang on. We're going to turn it off, turn it on.
Bluetooth.
Not Bluetooth, you freak. Right. Off? Is that off? I got it behind my. This is so terrible. I got it behind the Cintiq because I'm trying to. All right, off, on. All right, are we now? Can anyone? Can you hear me now, James?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
God,
Okay.
what's going on with my shit tonight?
Hold on.
Wow, this is just terrible. Do I have any volume? That's the problem. Volume. Hello, 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 hello. Right, nothing's working. This is a goddamn nightmare. Um, I don't understand. Yeah, I know, James. Your microphone's on. I can see the thing moving.
I can hear you.
James can hear me. I can't hear him. Oh, this thing's pissing me off. All right, let me see. I know everything's plugged in, but the damn thing don't want to work. Is it on the wrong setting? Maybe. What's that?
Bluetooth.
No, we don't want Bluetooth.
Hey, Dale, can you hear me now?
USB.
Nope.
Aux.
Ox. James, say something.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, shit! I got it to work. All right. What's up, buddy?
Good. Not much. Not much. What's good? How's the weather?
We got about 1.5 to 2 inches so far.
Yeah, that's what we ended up with, but it's all melted. I mean, it melted all today. I mean, it came in this morning. It's all gone now.
Yeah, I was surprised you guys were going to get anything at all.
No. I'm used. We get snow every year.
All right, what part of the what part of Texas is the freaking Panhandle?
That's going to be okay. You know where Amarillo is?
No,
Okay. If you look at Texas, it's going to be the west, and it's going to be at the very top.
that's the Panhandle.
Yeah, that's way up there.
Oh, I thought the doohickey on the left hand side by New Mexico was the Panhandle.
No. Panhandle's way up north. It's
Oh,
attached to New Mexico, Oklahoma.
oh, well then I guess that makes proper sense then.
Yeah, that place is the frozen tundra of Texas.
Oh, dude, is that a dragon?
Yeah, no, yeah. This is what I was telling you about. You remember? This is the cover to the new novel.
That is gnarly, dude.
See what
I'm love.
the problem I was doing was I forgot that I've got to leave this space here open
Yeah,
because this is where like when you get on the back of a novel, they always put that wording to tell you what the novel's about.
yeah.
Yeah, so I got to leave all this open here. So I remember I drew that gigantic face on that one. I was like going, "Oops, I forgot it's a novel, not a comic book."
Yeah, you got to have room for the blurbs and stuff.
Yeah, so I had to redo everything. So I was like, okay, I'll just put the dragon in the background over.
Are you gonna like Nah, I lost my train of thought.
Well, I'll put it to you this way: this is what you're getting once you finish the Steins.
Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I can't ink tonight because I can't show anybody anything. So I figured, well, I want to stream. I want to do some more work on James's stuff. You said you didn't care if anybody saw anything, so
No, I mean
I got like
you're not showing
the
like
most innocent page to show.
most innocent page to show.
Yeah, I'm trying anyway. I'm trying to do the eyeball, where the things you got the thing the let's fucking call it like the starburst in the iris of the eyeball.
Yeah,
I was trying to do that effect, but I can't get my freaking thing to work, so I'm just gonna give up and make the whole thing red like I've been doing anyway.
that's fine.
God damn fucking shit. Nothing. What's the word? Oh man. Well, I'm glad you didn't get all
Pissed?
no, with the weather. I'm glad you didn't get all jacked up with the weather.
No, I just had my roof redone a few months ago.
Yeah, no.
So I've got, like I said, I've got a brand new roof, which thank goodness for that. And it's under warranty, so
I'm a little worried about the roof, but not too. Like I said, this snow is like light.
yeah,
Uh, well, it's like heavy snow, but it's not wet snow. You know.
yeah. You got powder. We got the actual wet snow.
Yeah. So I'm hoping against hope, but I mean, winter's a long way from being done yet.
Oh yeah, we got. Let's see, what is today? Today's the
Right now it's the 11th.
11th. So
Yeah.
let's see, 2.5 months.
Yeah, and the way the weather's been acting, man, it's been. I thought we were going to have an Indian summer at first. The way
Oh
everything
no!
started.
I already knew that we were going to get screwed in winter.
But I have since learned the error of my judgment.
Remember, my day job's at the airport, so I get to see like the
Yeah.
month out.
Can I ask what you do at the airport?
I manage one of the terminals,
Oh shit! Look at you, dude. That's cool,
and
right? Is that cool? I don't know.
it's a job, man. Especially when you have to deal with the government, and you have to deal with customer relations, and you have to deal with vendors, and you have to deal with airlines.
Oh, that sounds
So
more.
I get to deal with all that stuff.
That sounds like a real pain in the butt.
Oh, dude, it's actually a fun job. Um, I've always loved airplanes all my life, so it's a good job, and they pay me really well. So
Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
no,
That's always key in the whole process when they pay you well.
oh yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. Did they? Was there a lot of flights being shut down today?
I've been on vacation, so I don't know.
Oh snap! All right.
Yeah, see, well, I usually take the first week or two off in the new year
Uh-huh.
because of all my friends are over in Japan right now wrestling. See, last year I was over in Japan,
Oh, okay.
and they were wrestling in the Tokyo Dome, so I usually go over there. But this year I just decided to stay home and watch them on television. So, like the last week's Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. No, I take it back. It was Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. All 3 nights I was up to like 7 o'clock in the morning watching from the Tokyo Dome. So
Oh yeah.
it was a whole lot of fun. Yeah, it's always fun to watch wrestling in the Tokyo Dome.
I used to be big into wrestling when I was a kid, but not so much these days.
Well, a lot of things have changed,
Yeah.
and you just like I said, I have friends that are actually in the business. So
That sounds pretty cool though.
yeah, and so when I get to watch them wrestle live, especially in Japan,
Yeah.
Japan's a whole lot different than here in the United States when it comes to wrestling.
Hang on a second. I thought I heard Mom say something. Hang on. What'd you say, Ma? James. Mama says hi.
Hi.
He says hi back, Ma. Yeah, she are you feeling better now? Yeah. Okay. She was feeling a little out of it. So she went to go lay down for a while. But this is about the time we all usually go to bed anyway. But I don't know, man. I don't want to say I'm not worried because I'm a firm believer in putting okay, it's like this. If I say shit goes too well, things almost immediately go to shit, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know.
So I
know.
try to limit what I say about certain things.
Right. Oh, I understand, dude.
Sometimes I fuck up and I'll say, "Oh man, this is the greatest thing ever," and then almost immediately, like I don't know,
It falls apart.
Yeah.
It falls apart. Yeah, I understand.
Like I had such a good day yesterday with everything.
Right, and then you get to this.
Yeah, and then like this morning the water quit working. I'm like, oh well, there's that. That the universe is balancing itself out. But I mean that rectified, so
Yeah.
not feeling too bad about that at the moment. And worried about the snow, of course. But you know, it's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
do what it's gonna do. That's for sure.
Right. Exactly right.
Uh, so okay, that's cool. Wrestling in Japan.
Yep. And sumo starts tomorrow or tonight.
I have
Tomorrow
never
night.
seen a sumo match.
Huh?
I've never seen a sumo match.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
It sounds pretty cool.
It's actually simple. When you think about the rules, it is you are to get your other opponent either off their feet or out of the ring.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
But you cannot use anything but your hands
oh
and
shit.
your body thing. That's why
Oh.
when they go out there, they have very little clothes on. That's why they wear the washing.
Yeah, they got those diapers on, man.
Well, they're not a diaper. They're like a real big belt and basically a pair of underwear is what it
Well,
is.
that's just my American ignorance showing. I'm
And
sorry.
um and I mean we're talking guys that are. I mean how much you at right now weight wise?
Weight wise, hey mom, what did I weigh in the other day?
What?
What was my weight the other day? I can't remember. 404.3.
Yeah, you'd be a small sumo.
Yeah, which is a damn sight better than where I was before. I was up over 5, I think, before. So,
But the thing about sumo is there is no weight class, and there is no minimum weight.
damn.
And yes, they have sumo wrestlers that are like 115, 120 pounds.
How does that work?
They're lower.
Does it
They're,
get
they're in the,
demolished when
well,
you get
it's real simple. Anybody that wants to train a sumo can do it. But the thing is it depends on where you're at in your station because there's so many leagues that go all the way down.
yeah.
And if you go to a sumo match, the sumo matches start at like 9 o'clock in the morning. There's that many matches all the way up till about 6:30 at evening.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, and they don't stop. There's just different divisions, and the lower divisions are basically amateur guys, and then the top um, two divisions are the guys that get paid.
So basically, that stuff's more of an event, right?
Oh yeah, it happens every 2 months. It lasts 15 days.
Damn.
Yeah, so they actually do matches for 15 days.
That is too cool. It kind of reminds me of the like the gladiator stuff.
Yeah, you say that's kind of what it is.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen that. Have you seen that new Gladiator movie yet?
No, I have not.
I got it. I'm scared to watch it. I don't want to be disappointed. Denzel's in it. I really like Denzel, but I've heard it sucks balls.
I haven't heard. Well, I have not heard anything about it.
I checked out Skeleton Crew, man. I dig it. I dig it a lot.
Well, I don't. I don't watch Disney that much. Well, actually, I don't.
I
Watch
don't
Disney.
either. I download it.
I watch. I actually don't watch Disney at all. I don't like. I hate that company.
I got it.
And the thing about the thing about the company is they basically have gotten stuff and they have just totally obliterated it.
That is true. That is 100% true.
And I cannot support what they're doing.
All these friggin' live action things from the cartoons, that shit don't make no sense to me.
Well, it's a money grab, and
Yeah.
that's why I don't play with their stock or anything. I don't want to have anything to do with that company.
Trying to cash in on the member berries.
And Disney's going through a transition right now because their investors are getting upset. See, the thing about it is the investors right now for a lot of the companies are just furious with what's going on.
Yeah, because they're losing a shit ton of money all the time.
That's right. And people are like going, well, what? I mean, we got to do all these projects. I was like, no, you don't. That's why Warner Brothers is doing what they're doing. And Warner Brothers is just trying to clean up their act.
How do you feel about that Superman movie, though?
What I've seen, it's interesting, and I would like to see it. I'll tell you what's going to save that movie. I'm not making a joke about this.
Okay.
But crypto is going to save that movie.
You know what? I believe it
I
because
think
like
it's
Guardians of the Galaxy, what he did with Rocket.
yeah.
Yeah.
Crypto's going to be, you know, because I was sitting there and I forget what movie I went and saw, but they played the trailer in the theater, and the minute Crypto showed up, everybody went nuts.
Oh yeah,
And
dude.
I was like, okay, there it is, right there. There's what's going to be like that. And I like Crypto because I mean, there's some really good comic books with Crypto in it. One of my favorite is I've got a big collection of Superman comic books, but basically Lois takes Crypto out for a walk, and Mogoth shows up,
Who?
and he's a big guy. He wears purple. Um, he's from another planet. I mean, he's powerhouse.
Mongol?
Yeah,
Okay.
and Mongol, knows that Superman always saves Lois, and so he starts bad mouthing Lois and everything like that, and so he hauls off and kicks Crypto.
What?
No, because he thinks the dog
Oh,
is,
he thinks it belongs to Lois. Okay, yeah.
and that's when she says, "You just messed up," and he's like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "That's not my dog."
Not my
And
dog.
Crypto rips him apart. It's like watching a Rottweiler tear him a new one. I mean, he does. I mean, I'm sitting here going like, "Oh, I'm just trying to turn pages. I just want to see what he does next." I mean, Crypto is beating the living garbage out of him.
Nice.
Oh, and the way they drew it was so good. I was like, they didn't sugarcoat it. He was biting and everything. I mean, and when Superman got there, Crypto and Mongol is just a total disaster. I mean, they're hauling him off in an ambulance.
He got effed up.
Oh yeah,
From the
and,
dog.
and as Lord said, he was a good. He didn't do anything wrong. He was a good boy. But Superman takes him back to the place of solitude.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
To
Crypto's
give, to
good.
give him a timeout.
It's okay. I mean, but it's the sad part is if they're gonna hinge the whole movie on the back of a dog, that's not
Well,
gonna
I don't think that's what's going to happen. But I think
probably not intentionally, but that might be what it is.
what I'm trying to find out is I don't know who the villain is.
I don't either. I've heard Brainiac.
Well, that's what I think. I think it's Brainiac, and I think Luthor's involved,
Yeah.
but it's not. Um, he's not the main villain.
No, I heard that. Have you seen any of the set photos that have been running around?
Yeah.
That dude that's in the U with the U on his chest. That I've heard rumors that's not Ultraman who they think it is. It's Bizarro. And
No,
he
it's
got
not Bizarro. It's Molecule Man
Molecule Man.
or something like that. The guy can shapeshift and absorb things.
No, that's Metamorpho.
Yeah, metal. That's what I'm thinking about. I think
No, I'm talking about the dude. It's all in black.
Oh, the black guy?
No, not the black guy. The guy in black.
Huh.
There's a dude that's dressed all in black. He's got like a silver U on his chest. That they showed a clip where he was basically beating Superman's ass in a football field or something, a football arena. And then there was another picture I saw where he's walking with Rick Flag and I guess the chick that's supposed to be the engineer. And Superman is in handcuffs. And he's covered head to toe in uniform. You can't see his face. And some of the rumors running around is that is going to be David Cornsweet, the guy that plays Superman, doing double duty as Bizarro. They're saying that Lex makes a Bizarro Superman. That kind of shit. I don't know. I mean, that would be interesting.
I have not heard that, but we'll see.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of got a little ill when I saw Guy Gardner, but I'm like, okay, whatever.
Well, I think they just did a bad picture of him for like 1 second because the other picture looked pretty good.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be what it's going to be. That's for sure. I'm not really looking forward to any of them.
I'll tell you, I want to see Superman.
I'll
tell you what I was really surprised with was the Creature Commandos.
I haven't watched it yet. I got the whole first season. I've
And
been waiting.
I'll tell you this: the way I'm sitting there watching this, and I'm like, wait a minute, why are we in World War II? And then you see,
But don't spoil it for me. I haven't seen it yet.
well, I'm just going to tell you who shows up:
Hmm.
Sergeant Rock and Easy Company.
Oh, no shit.
No shit, dude.
Oh, dude, I love Sergeant Rock.
And I was like, holy shit. So I've been, if you haven't been noticing my posts, I've been just embedding James Gunn to do a Sergeant Rock Easy Company war movie like Private Ryan.
Dude, that would be awesome.
I'd be like, dude, you'd have everybody in the kitchen sink lined up to see that movie.
If they did it right, you know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do it right. Base it.
Who the hell would play Sergeant Rock though?
Oh, I know that'd be tough. But this is how I would do it. I would base it on the Battle of the Bulge and focus and have a guy named Murphy
Yeah, you got
in
to.
Easy Company
Yeah,
and base him on Eddie Murphy. I mean, Audie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
No, I mean not Audie Murphy, not Eddie Murphy.
Max.
The nutball crazy guy that won every award that you can think of in the military.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Look. I mean, when they talk about a crazy hero, the only person you can really point at is Audie Murphy.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine this: you're in the middle of the Ardennes, and you get up on a burning Sherman tank,
Uh
and it's you versus 246 Germans, and you win. You're hit 4 times.
huh.
That's what I'm talking about. Think about that on screen. I mean, yeah, I know they did the Audie Murphy movie back in the 50s, but I'm talking about with the technology now.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, you talk and you talk about just going out. I mean, dude, put that on the screen. You'd have everybody in the. That would be a $1 billion blockbuster.
Without a doubt, if it was done right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just
That's always the question. You always got to parlay that into.
I think they could do it right. I really do. Especially with the leeway you would have with the Easy Company, where you wouldn't have to do it just right, historically wise, because it's a fictitious story.
Yeah.
But you could base it on real life events and mix them together. And I think that would be, that would. You talk about kickstarting the DCU.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just. My heart's been broke so many times.
I know.
Like, I was looking forward to Fantastic Four finally being right, but I don't know, man. That whole thing looks like a hot mess.
I don't know about Fantastic Four. I know that they had so much trouble trying to get Reed Richards, and there was so many guys that turned that movie down. I was like, holy cow!
And there's got to be a reason for that.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it's called the script was bad.
It's
So
gotta be a reason for it.
when you get a script that bad.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I was just sitting there going like, how bad can the script be if everybody's turning this down?
Pretty damn bad. Now they're talking about they're going to bring.
It looks like they're going back to the like 50s, 60s era to do it. And I was like, okay, let's see what happens.
They're talking about bringing Evans back to do for the Doomsday bullshit. They're going to make him Hydra Cap. It's just like, you know what, dude? Just stop.
Well, they've got
to
to do something, because when you're going to release a Captain America movie in February, that
thing is going to bomb, dude.
That's why they put it out in February.
Yeah, it's going to bomb. I'm not even talking about the reshoots. Nobody gives 2 shits about Falcon as Captain America.
No.
It didn't work in the comic. It ain't going to work in the movies. They should have passed the torch to Bucky.
Yeah, Bucky should have got it right off the bat.
Yeah, the character redemption arc would have been phenomenal.
Yeah,
they really would have. But no, they got to go. Well, let's give it to Sam. Let's give it to Sam.
I know. I sat there and I watched it. I was like, are we really going to do this?
Don't. It's too soon. Don't do it.
I'll tell you what they've been sitting on. They really need to get it going. And they know it's the number one property that has been number one property for so long, and yet they won't pull the trigger on it.
What?
X-Men.
Yeah, they're kind of dragging their feet on that one. I don't know why.
And I know why.
Why?
Because of the contracts that were signed with a lot of the original cast.
Oh yeah.
Contracts are not up until the end of this year.
Of course.
Well, you know the girl
Always
that's in
about-
you know the girl that's in The Boys. She was Rogue in the
Who?
movies. The blonde-haired girl that when they started out was like right beside Homelander.
I didn't know she was going to be Rogue.
No, she was Rogue in the original movies.
I thought Anna Paquin was Rogue.
That is Anna Paquin.
No, that's not. That's Aaron Moriarty. Moriarty.
Okay, I know one of the girls that's on the Boys is the one that played Rogue.
No, you're wrong about that one, bro.
Because they were talking about the contracts and everything, and they just redid Hugh Jackman's contract. So
Yeah, they were right about that in Deadpool. They're going to make him do that shit till he's 90. It's guaranteed money.
did you hear how much fun he had? He said.
Well, he said he had fun. Maybe
He
he's
said that was like
obligated.
he said that the Deadpool one was probably the funnest time he's had playing Wolverine.
Yeah, because he finally got to wear the suit.
Well, it wasn't that, but the other thing he said was when he said this was going to be his last Wolverine movie. Then they came out and said doing Deadpool. And he was like, shit, you know.
Oh, he could actually cuss and stuff. Yeah.
Well, no, he wanted to do the movie. He wanted to do a Deadpool.
Well, him and Dude are friends in real life.
Oh yeah, they're good. They're good friends. The big surprise was when they had Wesley Snipes show up.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was supposed to show up either.
Because he and Deadpool and he and Disney do not get along.
Everybody gets along with his bank when there's money in the bank, though.
Well, no, it was Ryan Reynolds that went and got him.
Oh yeah.
Ryan had free cordon blanc, control.
Carte blanche.
Pretty much. And they're talking about Channing Tatum playing Gambit in a full movie.
I don't know about all that.
I said if you do Gambit, you got to have Rogue in it.
Yeah. But they'll fuck it up.
But come on, let's face it.
They should have just quit with Endgame. The problem is now they're going to have to reboot everything because all the actors have gotten old or they want to move on. Nobody wants to get locked into another 10, 15 movie picture deal.
Well, no. Well, they're going to go with. See, that's what they did with the other two movies. When they recast everybody.
Yeah.
And I will say this: I liked what's her name that played Jean in the last two movies.
Famke Johnson. Yeah. Oh no, are you talking about the First Class movies?
Where she played
the chick that was in Game of Thrones? Her?
Yeah. She looked like Jean.
Yeah, she wasn't too bad.
The Apocalypse movie, I liked it, but I was also disappointed.
I always thought they effed the whole thing up back when they first did it, like in '99. Why didn't they just start with the core five, and do it like it was in the comics? Just do the school thing, introduce them like they're supposed to. Magneto's obviously going to be the first bad guy they run up against. And to me, because I'm such an X-Men head, you watch these movie franchises. Of course, I'm going to watch it. I'm a sucker for it. Of course, I'm going to watch them.
Did you notice the
And
story they used? Did you notice the story they used?
No,
The story that they used was actually Days of Future Past, not with Rogue, but the story they used was the one with Kitty.
yeah, but they did.
They swapped Rogue for Kitty.
Yeah, it was pretty terrible though.
And I'll tell you something else that happened with that movie was they had based it on the comic books where Rogue was so popular. They were going to run with Rogue originally.
Yeah.
Two movies were going to be with Rogue. They were going to focus on her, complete focus on her. But what happened was Hugh Jackman's portrayal of Wolverine changed all that. And if you watch it, by the third movie, she's completely out of the movies.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And I did not like what I wanted to see. And this is me with Captain Marvel. I went and saw the first movie. The first movie was so badly written.
Yeah, it was.
I'm serious. That movie was watching part 2 of a 3-parter, and you only got the first part of the part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
What they should have done, and they should have done this in the movie they just did, is have her face off with Rogue.
Yeah.
And have Rogue win just like they did in the comic book, where she gets jacked and powers and all that stuff, and Rogue has her mental breakdown. That movie, just to see Rogue pop her in the mouth, everybody in the kitchen sink would have gone and see that movie. You know what I'm saying? And this last movie they did, Rogue would have been the perfect villain for that. Why? Because think of this story. Because I thought about this. So they're doing a press conf thing for Captain Marvel and everybody because they just saved the world.
Yeah.
And the little Miss Marvel chick, she's there, and one of her high school shows up with a hoodie on, and but walks up and shakes Ms. Marvel's hand. Well, it's Rogue, and at that point, that's where the big switch happens. And everybody sees it, and she takes the power too long as Rogue, and she goes nuts, and she starts destroying stuff. Well, this is when Monica Rambeau's character comes in, and this is where the three of them come in, and Rogue is going mentally ape nuts and basically knocks them all out and takes off.
Damn.
Well, who is Carolyn Danvers friends with? Outside of the Avengers, who's she friends with?
Friends?
Yeah.
Nick Fury, isn't it?
No.
Nick
I said outside the Avengers.
I don't know. I don't follow her story too closely.
The big man with claws, Wolverine.
Oh, well, yeah.
So you bring Hugh Jackman in as Wolverine, and Wolverine has to hunt her down because Danvers is in a coma. You remember the bar scene? When Rogue first joins the X-Men? When Wolverine basically pins her to the wall and fixes a skewer?
Yeah.
Have that in the movie. And in the end, the Avengers show up at the X-Mansion, and that's where you introduce all the X-Men into the MCU.
That would have been great, except they weren't doing that kind of stuff.
They didn't do it. Nope, they sure didn't.
That's because I think that was licensing issues. I think they had all their characters like in all different studios.
No, well, the thing is, they had just gotten them when they did the Ms. Marvel movie, the first one.
Oh, okay.
They had just gotten the rights back for the X-Men.
Oh, didn't know that.
Yeah. So.
Damn it. Okay, now where the Omer said he might pop in a little bit later.
Yeah, I saw it.
Friggin' Marcus is streaming with John.
Are they still going at it? They've been going at it since like 7 o'clock.
I don't know. I didn't watch any streams tonight. We were kind of had a late dinner.
I didn't watch any streams tonight either. I was actually writing on the book. So
yeah, how's that coming, man? How you doing?
I am on chapter 8, and she has just met a guy named Damien, who right now is in a world of trouble.
Oh shit.
Yeah, him and his buddies doing the like school break time went and did a dungeon dive, and it was a controlled dungeon dive. It was with a teacher, and they ended up getting a hold of basically a set of rings. Now, one of his buddies died.
Yeah.
And so these rings, nobody knows this, but she saw it, are possession rings. So this guy, Damien, and his 3 buddies are possessed by high-level demons at the moment.
Oh, you gotta love a good demon possession.
Oh, yeah. The only thing is she can see aura. So she knows what's going on, but she's trying to figure. Like this is the first day at school,
Ah,
so this is the first day. So she's there, but you know, I've got a good story. This is part of the main story of this book. So with her trying to save them,
mm-hmm.
so should end up pretty good.
Yeah, I'm getting excited. I told you when I get your stuff done and this other guy's stuff done, I still
You're gonna
can't
take a
talk
break,
about it. Yeah, I'm anxious to get cracking on my book, man. I mean, I'm done with it. I just need to get it finalized.
right? I totally understand.
And you still gonna take a look at it, right?
Oh yes, I said I would.
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, it's a story we all wrote together.
Now, what I would suggest doing is your first book, just
Uh,
for production, production right or printing right and
uh,
everything that'll cost you. I would cut the size of the book down to 24 pages.
I'm not talking about the comic. I'm talking about the novel.
Oh, you're doing a novel. That
Yeah.
okay? Definitely. I'll sit down with you on that.
No, we wrote a novel together back in 2000. I was working the night shift at the grocery store, and I was doing like five written. I wrote it all out long form, like on notebook paper, and it was based off an idea. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's an idea that me and Dad were kicking around for quite a while. You know,
Right.
it,
Yeah.
it was a question we had asked ourselves, and it was an answer. We supplied the answer because nobody has supplied the answer yet, and it's a sci-fi, you know,
Uh huh.
and I think the timing of it, given what's going on with certain events and stuff that hasn't happened yet, as things that keep getting postponed, I think it's really good timing. The thing is, if I don't hurry up and get this done before certain things happen, the book's going to be meaningless. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, every time I get ready to do it, I have to take a project because I need money. And how that goes.
Well, here's the thing. Because it seems like you got multiple projects.
I do.
You've got your Omega mission.
Well, that is on that's getting done, but it's not as priority right now with all this other stuff I'm doing.
Well, I know you're doing work for everybody, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
what is the thing that you want to do the most?
Honestly, the thing I want to do the most is the novel.
Okay.
I promised Dad
Okay,
on his
hold on.
deathbed that we would get that published for him.
Okay, hold on just a minute. So, how much of this novel do you have plotted out?
It's written. It just needs to be edited.
How many words is it?
Hang on a second. Let me give me a minute. I gotta pull up Word. I gotta get it up here. Hang on a second. I have a number, but I don't want to say the number until I'm absolutely sure. Oh shit! Did I move it to online? Nope. Here it is, right here. No, you don't have to bring me the book, Mom. I got it. I got it on the cloud. I don't have it on me. I have to get it. It'll only take a minute. Because you'll go a whole speed internet, man. All right, so I got to go to. Is it Google Drive? Yeah, Google Drive. Okay, here we go. And final. You know how it is when you write something, you got like 3 different final versions of it? Yeah, that's what we're looking at here. Okay, now. Is it going to tell me my final word count on this thing?
It should.
Well, it's on the Google Docs. It's not on Word. So I can tell you I got 364 pages. And it's double spaced and all that bullshit. I think it's like 100 and some thousand words. I'm not sure.
Okay, so
I guess I could copy and paste it all in the Word.
well, here's the thing. So right now, to get it published.
Yeah.
I can tell you how I did mine, and I can give you the company I did mine with. But it's going to cost that. This is going to cost you quite a bit of money if you're going to get it published.
Well, why did? Well, I thought if you got an agent, it wouldn't cost money. I thought you only paid them if you got paid.
I don't have an agent.
Oh,
I did all my stuff, everything. And the thing about getting an agent is he has to accept you.
right. No, I get that part.
So, what I did was I went straight to a publisher and I talked to them and I did what's known as a hybrid deal. And a hybrid deal is this: you do your book and then you send it to them and they will clean it up, fix it up. If you needed to edit it, they'll edit it also. The thing about editing costs quite a bit of money.
Yeah.
Editing costs, and I will tell you right now, Annie online, she does editing, and she charges 2 cents a word, which is extremely cheap.
Who?
She's one of Reenie's friends. They do a stream together.
Oh, Allie.
Yeah, Allie. She does editing, and it's like 2 cents a word, which is real cheap. But when you look at how many words you got, so you got 100,000 words. Well, 2 cents a word. That's still a big chunk of change.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
So that's where it actually gets you is when you start doing the editing and everything.
Yeah.
Have you ran it through Grammarly?
I haven't done anything. All I've done is write it.
Okay.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, I've just written it. I'm okay. Here's what happened. Mom, I didn't know how to type back in the day. Okay, I wrote everything out long form. Mom had an old school word processor. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
she typed everything onto the disk, but somehow the disk got corrupted and the text, the words and everything. I tried to get it into Microsoft Word a couple years back, so I could, reread it and, like check the grammar and all that kind of stuff because I got a laptop. I finally knew how to do that kind of stuff. And somehow it got corrupted when it transferred to a Word file, and it
Right.
got all jacked up. And it's just every paragraphs got unindented and sentences got smashed together. Honest to God, I don't know what the hell happened, but it's a giant mess. And when you got a manuscript that size, it takes a lot to try to go back and refix it. You basically got to reread the whole thing and basically almost rewrite it as you're doing it, because everything got effed up. Everything.
Right. Understand.
It's a goddamn nightmare. And I'm still in the process of trying to get that done, but things keep happening, and I like to say life gets in the way. That does happen sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I heard somebody pop in. I guess I didn't. Yeah, it's just, it's been done since 2000. And when Dad passed, I promised him I would get it done. And that was a while back. And it's just been one thing after another trying to get this damn thing done. And I'm more than ready to get it done now. It's just finding the time to do it because it's going to be a lengthy process to get it completely ready to get in front of somebody. And I was going to try to do it the traditional way of putting it in front of a publisher or an agent or whatever. But if I can't do it that way, I guess I could just put it up on Amazon, right?
Well, yeah, they got a free service. It's called KDP.
Yeah.
And you can get all the tools to everything, and you can put it out through them like that. But it'll be exclusively on Amazon.
You can't sell it nowhere else?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't my books are on Amazon,
Yeah.
but I don't have a exclusive contract with Amazon.
So, all right. You got any advice?
Well, this is first thing first. Okay. On your book,
Yeah.
get it edited.
Right.
What's your story pitch?
Well, there's not that many people watching, so I guess I could just go.
No,
ahead
I just need the pitch. I don't need a full.
Oh, in
Like,
1972, mankind left the surface of the moon and has not returned since. Why?
because
That's
they
it.
hadn't returned.
In 1972,
I
mankind.
know. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my pitch. And that's all I'm going to say right now, because if I say anything else,
Okay. So here's the thing. This is what you're going to need to do when you go look at your book.
mm,
Within the first 3 pages, what happens powerful enough for me to continue reading? There's a thing called the hook.
yeah,
Okay. The hook is something that happens within the first 3 pages that is going to get the reader hooked to read the rest of the book.
okay,
That's the main thing you need. Because if you don't hook a person in the first 3 pages, 90% of the people are going to put your book back on the shelf.
okay,
Okay. Like in the Steins, my book's been out long enough. I can tell you what happened. First page, bam! I kill her parents. On the first page, their parents are dead,
okay,
and it is her totally breaking down. And the investigation on how her parents died. That's the first 3 pages. That's not even first. That's like the first 2 pages of the book. So I mean, I'm hitting you right off the bat. I mean, I'm hitting you where you're like, "Holy shit, what just happened?"
Hey, Omer.
Hello, everyone.
What's up,
You know,
dude?
Having some late night snack nachos with jalapenos and a slice of ham.
Nice. James is giving me advice on publishing a book.
Yeah, oh, I've been listening to you guys. Yeah, sounds
So
good.
when you're pushing your story, it doesn't matter what it is.
Uh-huh.
It's got that first 3 pages are the most important thing you got. That first 3 pages.
Okay.
The other thing is, you may have a storytelling lined out,
Yeah.
but figure out where you want to start it at.
Okay.
Like, case in point, in my novels, the story starts right at when Mary's parents are killed.
Uh-huh.
Okay. But in my actual laid out story, it goes further back to where we're at 1500s.
Mm.
But I decided to start the story in the novels with where Mary is having this accident thing. Because why? Because in the end, the story is about her and nobody else.
Okay.
But I have to have the story further back to tell you. So I have in my mind the whole story.
Right.
What's in my mind is not what's actually on the whole page and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's just, well, I'll give you an instance. It's just like a Batman story. He's using all of his detective skills to figure out who the murderer is.
Right.
In my mind, I already know who the murderer is. I know what happened. I know how it happened. They're like that. But I've got to write it to where you're following Batman trying to figure it out. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what the whole story is and what you actually put on paper is 2 different things.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just that I have a prologue,
Ooh.
and the main part of the story doesn't kick in until later. Like I would guess that there's nothing in my first 3 pages that like kind of grabs you or anything.
Okay, so you want to do a prologue. What's the prologue?
You mean what is it about?
What's the overlay of the prologue? Is it them going to the moon? Is it?
No, it's not that at all. It's shit.
This is stuff you're going to have to tell. This is something you're going to have to tell the publisher. When you
Right.
meet with them, you've got to tell all this stuff.
Okay. Well, then I need to work on it, I guess.
And then the other thing is, you got 30 words on the back of your novel to get somebody who's going to flip over the back to see what it says.
Mm. Okay.
See, like when you turn over the back of my novel on book 1, it specifically says, follow the story of Mary Jade von Stein as she has to recoup after her parents are brutally murdered and she is forced to go overseas to live with her relatives. When she gets over there, she finds out that they're vampires, werewolves, and living undead. how is she going to survive living with them while those that killed her parents want her dead?
That's pretty good.
That was the pitch that I gave to the publisher.
And they bit.
And then I gave them the first. Then I gave them the first 5 chapters to read.
Just like that.
That's exactly what I did. No, you need to have the first 5 chapters ready so they can read it. Don't ask for the first 5 chapters.
Oh,
When you submit, they want the first 5 chapters.
okay.
And usually what happens is you submit the first 5 chapters and then they contact you.
Yeah, submission process.
Okay. But before you do anything with a publisher, copyright your material.
Yeah, we got the copyright. That's all. We got that on paper and everything. Yeah.
Okay, good.
What about crowdfunding the novel?
I'll get with that in just a minute.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that too.
Sorry, I'm muted. I'm listening, but in case the crunching comes through, I'm muted. While
No, you're fine, dude. You're fine. You're fine. That Earth Mother's looking good, dude.
Thank you, sir.
Homer.
Yeah,
Homer.
I'm gonna scan it in, so get you the black and whites, and then I'll paint it up watercolor.
Okay, so you're going to crowdfund a novel. Okay, so before you crowdfund a novel, you need to find out how much it's going to cost you to publish. Okay? This is what you're going to need to do. So first off, remember, if you're going to get it edited, which I suggest doing, figure out how many words it is, and then times that by 0.02.
Okay.
That's going to get your base one shot through editing. Not multiple editing, but one shot through.
So I'm going to have to end up putting some money out on this thing regardless, no matter what.
Yeah, you're going to have to put money out on it.
Okay. The question is how much?
Because, and this is why I hate.
Well, can't you just set that up in your crowdfund? Can't you set that up in the
Yes,
crowdfund?
this is why I'm trying to.
Like for the editing price?
Everything that you can do here is you can do in crowdfunding. So first off, you're going to do that. Now, once you get that done, you have several options you can do. You can take it to KDP and do it yourself and put it out and advertise it yourself. It costs you absolutely nothing.
Okay.
That's what a lot of people do. Now KDP will give you where you can do it as paperback or digital formatting. Okay. KDP is going to keep you directly on Amazon.
Okay.
Okay. So you're not going to be able to go to any place else. Okay.
Right.
There is also a place called Lulu. Lulu.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, Lulu. They will publish your book, but you got to pay for it. But they're dirt cheap. And then finally, you have what's known as there's a hybrid deal, and then there's a full contract deal. I'll explain what those are. So I have a hybrid deal. So what I do is when I go to my publisher, I said, okay, I got my new novel. It is 72,000 words, and I need it put together. I needed it, typeset. I need everything done for it. They'll charge me about $1,500.
Damn.
Which is dirt cheap, and especially compared to doing a comic book. And then they'll take it and they'll send it to the printer that I choose. Now I choose Ingram Spark. Ingram Spark is the biggest printer of novels, books in the world. They're the number one boys. They do everything. They do Stephen King. They did Anne Rice's books. They do the big name guys' books.
Yeah.
So that's where my book's over at. So the minute you get in there, they put it in what's known as the catalog. The catalog is what's sent to everybody. Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, your mom and pop's bookstore around the corner. It goes to everybody instantly.
Okay.
It goes to all over the world instantly. And then you can do an advertisement in that where it gets put like a full page ad and stuff. That usually costs probably around $4,000.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but hold on, I ain't done. So I was out like $6,500. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so my first book hit, and it blew up. I mean, it exploded. Now I had bought ads in Screen Magazine. I had bought ads in other horror book magazines and stuff, and digital ads and stuff like that for the book. So when it hit, it exploded and it sold. It's especially sold in Europe, here in the States. Barnes and Noble sold out. Amazon sold out like on the first day. So I mean, they were gone.
Damn.
So I had actually made a profit about, I want to say about $25,000 off the first book profit,
Uh-huh.
which that's pretty good. So I had book two. I had book two completely written, and I was working on book three. So the next year, I put out book two. Now, book two, when I went to the publisher, they knew what I wanted. They knew they had a setup, so they were able to set it up more. And I was able to use the money I made off my first book to cover the price of my second book, which that's where you saw the cover. I spent more money on the cover.
Uh-huh.
And I got Jose Garcia to do the cover. Great guy, wonderful guy. Highly recommended. That book, again, got released, exploded, everything went nuts. And then when the third book came out, that book went straight to 13 on the New York Times bestseller list.
That's pretty good.
Like, holy crap. And so at that point, I'm able to just send the book to them, pay them, they'll take care of it. My advertising is already going. The Ingram Spark knows who I am. They like, when they see one of my books come in, they're like, okay, we got you covered. So I'm set novel-wise. So I will say this, it is a lot easier to do a novel. The community for novels is not as backbiting, as you could say, as independent comics.
Uh-huh.
And also, it's cheaper to do the novel than it is the comic. Because you're going to do a comic book and you are not an artist and you're the writer, okay? You're not the artist.
Right.
So you're going to do a comic book. You're going to do 24 pages, okay? You need a penciler, inker, and you need a colorist.
Uh-huh.
Okay? So you're doing 24 pages. Well, you're going to put out $3,600 to $4,000 just on the artwork.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's bare minimum for good
That's why I'm doing everything myself.
for good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. At that point, then you got to go get it printed. Well, it's, you know, if you're doing full color and you're doing 24 pages, that's about $3 a book because you're doing low print run.
Yeah.
Well, you're out how much? You got 4 covers. You're doing 250 issues a book. With 4 covers, that's going to cost you, $2,500 basically.
James, I appreciate this advice, but you're depressing the hell out of me, bro.
Well, I'm just telling you what you're looking at.
Yeah.
So you want to crowdfund, okay? So now you are artist, writer, so you're doing everything. So that takes all that out for you.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So that's completely out for you. So now you need to just make sure to get everything set and do everything with the printer. So basically you need to come up with about, to do the printing, I'd probably say around $3,000 to break even with production.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to come up with. Ballpark.
Well, I guess I'll just stay broke the rest of my life.
I'll put it like this, dude. I'm just breaking even on mine.
I'm crying over here.
No
I'm
shit,
crying.
dude.
I got
They
puddles
never
around
fucking
me.
tell you this shit, you know?
Well, and this is what happens when you get.
Hey James, can I get a loan?
James got to get a loan just to get somebody else a loan.
Yeah. Oh, he's got that 25 grand from.
I've got
4,000.
dude, I've got more money than that. The
How
problem
you
is,
think he's paying for the third book?
but the thing about this now I'm
Hey
getting,
James, can I get some of that
now that I'm
WB
getting
money?
older,
Some of that WB investor
now that I'm
investor
getting
money?
older, because I'm not young anymore, I have to worry about my retirement.
Retirement. Yeah.
I've also got a house to pay off.
Is there any women in your life,
Not at
James?
the moment.
Not being broke ass like
You're
that,
damn
it ain't.
lucky, because Yeah, it'd suck up all your money.
Thought you had it before. You had it rough before. Shit. Get a woman in your life. It gets even worse. That was a lesson I learned too.
I had a beautiful
You
Asian
get
girl, and then you have the government
a,
involved.
you going out to the Philippines or what? What are you going out
Shane's
to
gonna go live in
Bangkok?
the Philippines
Getting
where
them
it's like
lady boys?
No,
$40 a month for an apartment.
no, no, no.
That's
Mine was
nuts.
Chinese, and
Oh,
that
you
was a
should have
mistake
Chinese stuff.
because that was when the U.S. government.
Holy shit.
And I'm just going to say this: it's easier to get a Japanese girl or a Korean girl or a Filipino girl. It's hard to get a Chinese girl because U.S. especially if you're in the military. Let's just say that's a no go. And I learned that
Yeah, yeah.
the hard way.
Yeah, she
John
tried you
told
the
us to
bed or
go to
what?
bed.
No, no, no. The U.S.
Go to
government
bed.
blocked it. No,
You go to
what
bed,
happened
Sean.
is, see, this is how immigration works. And everybody thinks, oh, I can just come to the states. That's not how this works. This is where, and I'm going to bring this up politically wise too. This is where the election was lost because the hell you have to go through to get into this country legally, the legal way. It all depends
Yeah.
on what country you're coming in from, and they do not treat everybody equally.
Yeah, of course.
What I mean by that is real simple. If you're Japanese, you basically can come in with just a passport, you get stamped with a visa, and you're good to go. Okay?
Uh,
If you're Chinese, you have to go to the embassy, you have to go through interviews, you have to get processed, and 90% of the Chinese get denied.
Well, I can't even believe it that we let some Chinese person into the skunk works and they stole all that stealth technology. What was it, 2017, 16, somewhere around there?
what
And
is
that's how
this?
China's being able to, or supposedly, catch up to our stealth
Well,
technology stuff.
some of that's true and some of that's not true. They didn't get into
Yeah,
skunk works, they got into General Dynamics.
yeah. You're right.
Okay?
You're right.
There's a
Yeah,
difference between General Dynamics and skunk works.
yeah.
I know quite a bit about skunk works because
It's
that's
just
where I
it's
originally wanted to do.
fascinating. It's like, how did that happen? Like, how did they even get close to any of that stuff?
Well, here's the thing. How do you think we ended up building the F-15 and the F-14s?
The
How do you think
F-15
we did
and
that?
the F-14 with the German scientists. What are you?
Made
No,
in Korea, Taiwan.
no. So here's what happened. So
Man,
back in the
she's a beauty. Look
'60s,
at those cha-chas on her. God,
back in the '60s,
I didn't make mine big enough. Sorry.
the
No kidding.
I thought they were big already, but Jesus, look at those balloons. Good Lord, Don. Sorry, James.
Man,
Have you looked
James.
at these yet? I mean, these things are poking my freaking eyeballs out. I love
they
it.
made it. No, they got helium.
Jeez, they look beautiful.
So no,
Look, you're changing up the design on me there, Don. This is an older design. You've got
Man,
like
let
but
red.
James talk. Good God, I understand the boobies flustered you, but damn, dude, come on. Go ahead, James.
so um, what happened was in the '60s, a
Go for
Russian
it, James.
pilot. So a Russian pilot actually got into a MiG-25
Uh huh.
and flew it to Alaska.
Yeah,
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 and brought it
yeah.
to us.
Now,
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
okay,
I remember hearing about
so
that.
what happened? What happened after that was Russia wanted it back, and so they did. They sent it back to them in pieces because we could get apart to look at it. Well, this is fair game because in 1946, not 46, 1940 was it 44?
When
Yeah,
they
44.
got the U-2 bomber or the U-2 spy plane.
No, that's much later. A B-29 crashed in Russia. Well,
B-29. Yeah.
we asked for it back, and this is when we were on good terms. We're supposed to be allies. They took that plane apart so they could build their own version. So it was tit for tat. So when we got the
Yeah.
MiG-25,
Tit for tat.
we took it apart and we you know how you do when you take something apart, you
Reverse engineer. Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
out
but
of
we didn't need the MiG-25. We were already there. Like it was.
no, we needed the MiG-25.
Oh, we did. Oh,
You need to, yeah, you need to check history again. They were way above the F4 Phantom at the time, and out of the MiG-25, we were able to build the F-15 and the F-14 and the A-18.
When did Skunk Works come into existence? Was it after 1945?
53, I believe.
I don't know. I always feel smart most of the time, and then when James starts talking, I feel immediately stupid. I don't feel
Well,
like I don't know anything.
now so when I grew up around airplanes. Okay,
Yeah, I'm always
And-
fascinated by planes, so I always watch those YouTube videos.
like
I just can't remember all the dates.
well,
Yeah, I can't either.
the thing was, I wasn't big on comic books back when I was a teenager. I was very interested in aircraft. At 15, I went to work for English Flying Service. My first job was working at an airport. Now, the airport I worked at is in Dalhart, Texas. It's
Uh-huh.
still there. The runways are a mile and a half long at that airport. This is a municipal airport. This used to be where all B-17s in World War II trained.
Uh-huh.
This is still the cutoff emergency runway for any military craft that's flying from South Texas all the way up to Alaska. So if they have an emergency, they land at that airport.
Okay.
Okay. So I saw military helicopters come in. I saw jets come in. I saw everything while I was working at the airport.
Yeah.
So as a kid, I wanted to design airplanes.
Can you get a zoom in, Don, on that?
Well, I've seen the ones that like those ones that you showed. You're pretty damn good at it.
And the thing about it, well, no, I mean, I actually built an airplane. Okay,
You
it was
built it?
Yeah, you know what an ultra glide is, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you did an ultra glide?
Ultralight,
That's awesome. Yeah.
No, ultra glide.
Ultra glide.
Ultra
Yeah.
glide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically,
it's like an ultralight.
Is that the one with the propeller in the back?
it's the one with the propeller in the back, and it's made with parachute.
Yeah, for the wings,
Parachute,
parachute material on the wings.
Yeah, you get a bucket.
Yeah, I got
can, you got a gas can. That's about it, and you go fly.
And you float it?
Yeah.
Hope your ass
Man, I
don't
want to
fall
build
out.
one so bad. You should you should do YouTube videos on that, James. You would get huge hits. Like people love that shit.
Dude, it's all over the place. All you do is Google it.
Dude, have you seen that
No,
one?
but
That one
you
cat.
should
I
do
think they
YouTube
call him
videos on your
Rocket
plane.
Man or some shit. He builds. I
Oh,
saw-
you're talking about the guy with the wings?
I don't know if it's the guy with the wings, but
Hold on.
I saw
I got-
this one video he did.
no.
He put a fucking rocket engine on the back of like a fucking
No, hold on.
cart or some shit in the middle of the salt flats or the desert.
No, I'll get
This
you.
shit was crazy, dude.
I'm gonna get you
Yeah,
the video.
I've seen that one,
You're gonna see this video. Here, hold on. Let me
Don't
get
get
this.
me copyright struck.
Don, can we get an enhancement on the chesticles there?
Enhance, zoom in,
Enhance.
enhance. Brr, brr,
Oh my
brr, brr.
Good lord. Those are some that's a beauty, man. Jesus Christ.
This is how I like my women
So I like them the same way, sir.
in real life. Boom, just like that. This is what it's all. They call her Earth Mother. She could feast the earth with her bosom.
Man, yeah. I'm gonna,
Schmack, just like that.
yeah.
They
So I
says-
got to put those little rivets here on the side of her boobage.
They're not rivets. They're like ridges or whatever.
yeah,
I don't know.
ridges.
The design changes, man. You can do whatever
Oh.
you want. I mean,
okay.
you basically got it right.
Well, it's because I like them. They look cool. They look
Stop
cool.
stroking her
Hey,
titty.
Don. Hey, Don.
What?
Okay, I'm. Pull up my screen. I'm gonna show a video
Hang
for
on. Dude, thank you for sharing that. That was badass.
you. But no, those guys. There's 3 of them actually. The third one's filming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the third guy was filming it. So.
Oh, shit. Hang on. I got to try to find that dude now. Now you got me wanting to. There was a dude I saw. He's like an old crazy dude, right? Got like a beard and shit. And, fuck, I can't remember the guy's name to save my life, but he put a rocket engine on the back of a freaking go-kart or some shit in the middle of the desert.
What's up, Haldir? John's Langbox in the chat.
I found it by accident. Here he is, Crazy Rockin' Man. This freaking guy, dude. Let me see if I can. Hang on. Let me share my screen. Okay. You gotta say goodbye to the boobs, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta say
Yeah,
goodbye to the
that's why I keep
boobs.
staring at them. I can't stop looking at anything else. Good lord.
Too much.
Oh, what happened?
That's it.
Did you kick him to the back?
Are you guys seeing it?
No, James is gone.
James is gone. I didn't kick him, did I?
I don't know. That's what I'm
Well,
asking.
I didn't do anything. He left. No, I didn't unclick him or anything. I didn't think I did. James, if I unclicked you, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to. I thought I just clicked the one thing.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not
shit.
familiar with StreamYards.
Well, he'll
What's
probably
up,
come back.
John?
He'll
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back. We'll go back to this. Wait, there he is. Hang on. What, was that me or did you click off?
I hit the wrong button.
Dumbass.
We
All
were all
right.
worried. We were like, what happened?
We're going to watch this old crazy coot. Watch this shit. This dude is straight up. Look at this. Come on now. This is baller right here, dude. Look, he got protein sitting right behind him.
We can't see it, Don.
You can't see it?
No,
No,
sir.
can't see you either. So
Why can't I ever do anything correct on this stupid ass restream? Hang on.
who's got the
Homer,
best
are you squealing again?
Am I?
that you're showing to us?
Hang on. I'm so stupid with this shit. I can't see anything. Wait a minute. Hang on. Let me close out. Let me minimize clip. I think I can put this tab down here. Yeah, I think I can do that, but I can still share the window. All right, where am I at? And then click off the. Okay, I totally fucked that up too. Good job, Don. Motherfucker, shut up. You are crazy, dude. You are straight crazy.
That
You
is
are
crazy. That
straight
is
crazy, bro. There's no way in hell. No way in hell. Sitting back there, the whole world's on fire. He's like, oh, just my spark plug. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Everything's okay. Just my beard's on fire. I'm gonna blow up in a billion tiny pieces now. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's like, are you crazy? Shut up.
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, I would say he's kind of nuts.
Teeny tiny bit, right?
Just a little bit.
But those dudes with the wings you showed, man. Oh, Jesus. That shit was awesome. I have never seen that before.
Yeah, I first saw the first video of the guy that actually designed that stuff back in like 2017. And he's a ex is it French? Yeah, French fighter pilot. And he just decided he wanted to try it and see what would happen. And sure enough,
So, how fast are they going though?
I think he said the fastest they can get up to is like 200 miles an hour.
Jesus Christ, dude.
They got it. You got to put it like this: they've got to be at the minimum speed of the A380 to stay in formation. Because that A380, he's got to be doing a certain amount of speed just to stay up in the air.
That is crazy.
So
What you clicking me, computer? My computer's got an attitude problem. It doesn't want to share this picture anymore. Why are you not doing that now? What are you doing? Stop it. Nothing's working. I think my computer froze. My little Mac is having issues. Oh, now you pop up with the window.
what's the window say?
It's going crazy. I was trying to do something else, but it wants to be a biatch. Yeah. I think it just had a. It saw that dude on the cart. It lost his mind. Oh shit, man! All right, so let me see what has it stopped snowing yet? According to
Probably,
the weather map,
probably not yet.
I still got like another. Let me see. It's almost 2:30. It's
You probably
supposed
got
to stop in about.
6 hours.
No, it's supposed to stop at like 4 in the morning.
Ooh, you're getting it quick, man. We got it. Ours lasted like 12 hours.
Yeah, well, the weather dude said, um, if I move this down here, will you guys see it? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not. Let me stop sharing that. Let me go to the screen here.
Yeah, yeah. I
I
don't
feel
see
so
anything you're sharing
slow.
though.
Everything's so slow.
Oh yeah, it's moving through you real quick.
Yeah, see, this is where I am right here. And then, yeah, I'm not worried about doxing myself. And then this little animated doodad here, it shows it just fucking right on off. And about 4 o'clock in the morning, it's supposed to be gone. And then the best part is, tomorrow, well, today, because it's not tomorrow anymore, it's going to be sunshine all day.
Yeah, that's what we got. We got. We didn't get sun, but it got warm. Like we got in the 40s.
Yeah.
So and I mean everything just melted. It was gone.
Look at my forecast, bro. I'm not going to I'll get into the 40s Sunday and Monday. And then it's like 3 days straight of nothing but freeze your ass off cold.
You know, that's what happened here. We've been cold all week.
This fucking weather sucks. I
Well,
hate this shit
it's the winter.
so much. I know it's the winter. I don't like the winter. It's just like when I was in Korea and fucking that captain we had. Oh god, I was just telling mom about this the other day. He was such a fucking asshole. It was the first like his first couple of days there. You know how they get when they change command, you get a new command, and
Hmm.
the guy wants to show his ass and wants everyone to know he's the big swinging dick, you know.
I know.
So we were in Korea and it was maybe 1 degree outside, maybe if that. And usually the sergeant on the floor, like we were in the barracks, and we all had like a chief enlisted person that was on the floor. And you know how it is. You muster for PT in the morning, then you fall out. You do your breakfast and shit like that. Then you muster again to get ready and do the work. So sergeant, we had a staff sergeant on the floor, and he was like, "PT's canceled. Too damn cold. Don't worry about it." So we're like, "Cool, man. Ain't got to go do PT. Fuck it." So we all put on our other gear, and we went. The mess was right across the street from the barracks, so we went over there. And bro, I loaded up. I got like a big ass omelet, man. Like it might have been army food, but them dudes, they can cook. They were cooking real hard up in there, you know. I got the hand
Oh, I know, dude. I know.
the whole deal. Ate up. I don't usually get a big breakfast like that, but I didn't have PT and didn't have to worry about it. So don't you know, we finally get done, and we're going back across the what they call the grid into the barracks. And everybody's starting to run around. I'm starting to see people start to get in formation in their PT gear. I'm like, what the F is going on? Oh, we got PT. We got to be Captain Brad and is pissed. I'm like, who the fuck is Captain Brad? You know? I didn't even know there was a change or nothing there. So,
Oh, you got fucked.
yeah, hurry up. Get up, because I lived on the third floor. Hurry my ass up. Get up there. Get out of my BDUs. Get in my damn my heavy sweats. And you know it's cold when you got on your sweats, your sweater, your long johns, your fucking Gore-Tex, and your beanie and your
See,
gloves.
see, this is where Army comes in better than yeah.
Yeah,
So
all
you
that
know
shit.
you want to know why? Because I was given mutlucks when I was in the Army.
Well, I don't know about any of that. But
Do you know
anyway,
do you know what mutlucks are?
it's not a rucksack.
No, it's called mutlucks.
Is that
Mutlucks
footgear?
is the big white 100 below zero uniform.
Oh no, we didn't have
This-
we didn't get quite that cold.
Dude, it got 30 below zero when I was there.
But anyway, so we
And-
get down there. We're all, lining up for formation and shit. And this little short dude comes out, right? He couldn't have been taller than 5'3". And he was in PT gear. And I'm like, fuck, that's Captain Bratton, isn't it? Because he's right there next to the first sergeant. I'm like, God. And the first sergeant towered over. Dude had to be like 7 foot tall. And this little dude comes out there and he immediately starts screaming. Talking about how PT ain't cancel unless he cancels PT. He didn't give a good goddamn how cold it was outside. As a matter of fact, he didn't care if the Son of God, Jesus Christ himself, came down and ordered us not to have PT. He had to get it good with him first. So we're all going to do PT. And he says, are you cold? Are you all cold? I got a way to warm your goddamn lazy asses up. So guess what we do? We pop tall. We do right face. And we quick time march out into the roadway. And then it's company run. And we are now going to proceed to run 6.5 miles to the goddamn motor pool. 6.5 miles. And it was cold, yes. But about mile 2, it started to snow. And then about mile 2.5, it started to snow really hard. And then you get that Siberian air blowing up your asshole. Really make you run hard. And then you got to stop every now and then because somebody then fell out. Goddamn nightmare, dude.
That sounds terrible.
So we finally, it took over an hour and a half run walking. You know what I mean? To get to the motor pool. All right. It might have took longer. I don't know. It was 6.5 miles. It probably took longer. I don't know. I think the wind might have carried us up there. Who knows? So we finally get up there, and it's the motor pool. James, you know what a motor pool is, right? It's a big-ass garage.
I know what the motor pool is.
So we get in there. They got the heaters going. The captain's like, warm yourselves up. And then everybody's 6.5 miles away from the barracks. Guess what we got to do? We got to go back to get in formation again for inspection and all the other bullshit.
So now you're at Humphreys, right?
Yeah, we was at Humphreys. So fortunately,
I was down south.
Yeah, you were in Tucson. It wasn't so bad down there, was it?
No, dude.
Yeah. See, I don't want to hear your bullshit. We already know.
Oh, dude.
You living the life down there with the Air Force girls and all that other shit.
Oh, fuck that shit. We had
all the hot girls. I was stuck up at Humphreys with all the ugly bitches. Looked like they walked off a fucking prison movie.
No, we had something that you did not have. We had the 24-hour on-base Pizza Hut delivery.
Shut up, dude.
Seriously.
I didn't think it was possible to dislike you anymore. You gotta start talking all this trash.
Oh, dude. I mean, I did not like Korea at all because it smelled like freaking diesel fuel wherever we walked. And
hey, I ain't had no love for Korea either.
So so I get in there. I'm there for like 2.5 months, working at that ER in the white building. God, that building sucked. That thing creaked when the wind blew. The whole building shook.
Yeah.
So I come in, and they have a burn victim down in Okinawa, and I got to go down there.
Oh, that's right. You were in medical.
So I'm like, oh, fuck. So I had to go pack all my shit. I fly down to Tokyo. Then I fly on to Okinawa. I get picked up at Okinawa. And I'm like, holy fuck. It's like 65 degrees.
Shut up, dude. Damn, man.
So I was down there for like 3 months. Dude, I saw this kid. Oh, my God. He got in some really bad shit. I mean, dude, I have seen burns, but this burn was so bad that his skin actually melted off his muscle.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, we're talking that hot.
Damn.
I was like, I had never seen a burn like this. I was like, holy shit. So there's like 8 of us. We have 4 doctors who are specialized in burns, and then you got the specialized nurses, which I'm one of those. And
Mm.
we're in there and we're having to change that. God, I put it like this: Vaseline is like the greatest gift of God when it comes to a burn.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to just smear it all over that burn. And you got him jacked up on every pain pill, pain medication, no drips and everything. I mean, dude. And we get him stabilized, and finally we
Hey
fly him
Don,
back.
can you pull up your drawing? I'm using it as reference.
Yeah, hang on a second.
That amongst other things too.
What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Don't forget to clean up your desk when you're done.
I was trying to bring up another one
I'm
though.
trying to mix some special ink for this here.
My my Clip Studio froze. I had to force it to quit. Now I don't want to start up.
Oh, okay.
My
No
Mac's being
worries.
a complete tool right now. I don't understand what's going on with it. Ever since I showed that video of the Rocket Man, my Mac's been like, "Fuck you, I'm not working anymore." You're not doing that shit to me, bro. I don't know what's going on.
It doesn't like you.
Fuck, nothing wants to work, man. Restream's working, kind of, sort of. I really fucked it up early when I first started streaming because I was on my VPN because I was downloading some shit. I didn't want
Yeah.
anyone to know about it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I saw, like, one time I did a stream and I was on the VPN. They said that the audio and the video was all fucked. I'm like, well, let me get off of it. So me being me, I don't think about shit. I just click off, and I
Oh,
think I froze everything. the
Oh damn.
stream's like, we're looking for connection, asshole. Why did you click off? I had to restart everything.
Yeah, I was gonna
But it's
say
not
maybe
working.
restart and then come back on stream.
Well, I got to go to force quit. What the hell's going on? It's not even registering as being on, man. This is gay. I don't know. Maybe he's just tired. Clip Studio's been up all day. Maybe it's just like, you know what? I've had enough, dude. Maybe I should go to bed. Maybe I should follow John's. Did the engine melt? How dear? Want to know the engine melt? Oh, this is from like 10 minutes ago. I don't know if the engine melted on that guy's go kart. It sure as shit looked like it was going to melt or blow up. One of the two.
Well, after you drew those huge balloons, man, you would be off to bed with some nice dreams, sir.
Oh my god, dude, you're too much. You're
Yeah,
too
I
much.
know I'm gonna have beautiful dreams tonight.
Why is that not effing working? Well, let me just try to bring clip up then. See if that just comes up by itself. Oh, look, there it is. It popped up. Oh my god, look at that. Something's actually working. Holy shit. All right, now let's go to the recent. And then, oh, look, it's not even up there now. Nothing I was working on is in the recent. That's great. It's empty. That usually means it either updated or reset. Then you click the folder, and the little beach ball comes up and spins. It's like Microsoft Vista, but in Mac form. It's amazing. Didn't you guys have the F with Vista? That was a horrible fucking experience.
Nope, never dealt with it.
Oh, dude,
Yes,
Vista
I
had to
fucking
be
hated Vista.
the worst fucking. It was pretty. It was pretty. It didn't do anything. All right, my beach ball is just sitting there spinning. It doesn't want to do anything. Clearly, I have pissed my computer off. It is mad. I still think it's got to do with that Rocket Man video. I'm telling you.
Now, probably what happened is you have a unannounced update that's downloading behind the scenes,
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I wouldn't
because
doubt it.
that's what happened to mine the other day. I was like,
Yeah.
why is my computer running so slow? So I was like, okay, I'm just going to, I'm going to restart the computer. So I go to restart. Please do not restart the computer. We are doing a download. And I was like, why didn't you give me a freaking notice to start with, you dumbasses?
Oh, you got Windows though, don't you?
Yeah, and I'm going to end up having to buy a new computer in August, because they're not going to be doing any support for Windows 10 after October.
No kidding.
Yeah, they already made it clear you're pretty much fucked.
I haven't used Windows since 8.1.
Well, we use it at work, and so I have to do,
I gave up the ghost on that one.
Especially when we had the shutdown bullshit.
Yeah.
I had to do some work at home, so everything I've got has to have Windows. And
Beach balls.
But at least, the company is paying for some of the stuff.
All right, let me see. Applications, utilities.
Am I
Where's
still
my
whining?
resource? Huh?
Am I still whining?
No, you're okay.
So
Right.
Windows 10, it sucks because like unless your machine can handle the upgrade to Windows 11, like you do have to buy a whole new computer. That sucks.
Well, I read something about where they wouldn't let you upgrade unless there was some weird shit that was in it. It was pissing a lot of people off.
It's the process. It's a processing. One has to do with the processor, and two, it has to do with something else.
The video is it the video card?
No, it's not the video card because it was mine was I had to put a new processor in mine, and I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, you had to put in a brand new processor?
No, the thing is, I can't put a new processor in my computer because
if you wanted to do 11, you would have to do a new processor, but you can't.
Because then you gotta like get a new motherboard and all that other shit, right?
Yeah,
it's like buying a new computer.
That's why I transferred all of my important shit to external hard drives.
Oh yeah, dude, I learned that lesson the hard way years ago.
So basically what happens is when I get the new computer, I just have to plug in my external hard drives and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Back when I got my first Mac Mini a couple of years back, that I got to use one. That thing was running, I think it had I want to say 120 gig hard drive, but it was 5,600 RPM. You talk about some slow shit, bro.
Dude, my first computer was slower than hell. It was only a 200 megabyte processor.
Oh, no, yeah. My first computer we had in this house was the E-machines, dude.
No,
I remember those.
I remember the one I actually bought. But our first computer I ever had was one of those freaking Texas Instruments bullshit with a cassette that had no hard drive.
It's made a computer?
Yes, a long time ago. This is before the Trash 80s came out.
Oh shit! Okay, all right.
He's talking ancient knowledge speak there.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember.
Hey Don, so I added those little riffle things, and I saw how you made them go all the way to the belt. I hope.
Yeah, hang on. I gotta try to close clip again. This thing is fucked.
Also, the mark goes all the way to her eyebrow, right? That colored piece there on her eye.
No, it just goes from the bottom of her eye down.
Oh shit! Okay. Well,
no, it's cool, dude. You can leave it though, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's and it's green, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I saw one with it green.
Yeah. Well, that looks good, bro. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That looks good.
Yeah, I was thinking of trying to put some trees in the background or something, or like
what is it the kids say? It's fire.
It's fire.
Fire.
And I want to add more to this, James.
You better put blood on those swords, man.
Oh yeah, I definitely need to add blood.
I want to see splatter because that's James's girl. I haven't even finished a werewolf yet.
Yeah, so should I throw a werewolf in the back there, or any suggestions, James?
You're my guest. It's your picture.
Have a castle
your
wall.
Character, sir. I'm trying to make it cool for you.
Splattered with blood, and then after you get done,
you know what's so funny about this?
With the splatter, tag Malin in it to piss him off.
It's so fun to watch this because Mina never uses weapons.
Oh well, it would have been nice to know before that. The only reason I did it is because on that one image of her, she's got that sword she's holding behind her back.
Multiverse, baby.
That's not her.
That's
not Mina. That's Mary.
You can't argue with the creator of the property.
Blonde, isn't she?
Okay, so let me explain something. The girl in the big picture with the blonde hair chick and everything, that's Mary. And the person behind her is Albert, and he's got the sword. And then you have Morgan, who's on the side of her. And then you have Edward, who's the werewolf in front of her.
You named that werewolf Edward?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll allow it. Damn, ain't nothing working on my computer except for Restream, dude. The browser, that's it. That's all that's working.
Yeah.
I tried running my malware detector and everything else, and it's just like, no, dude, it's not happening.
But yes, but seriously, yeah, Edward's a badass though. He gets
People
a,
seem to like on Twitter that I took a picture of snow and put it up there.
he
I think they like my snow.
he gets in a fight with one of the assassins, and he's the guy that actually bites the dude's face off.
I don't know how I feel about that. It
Oh,
sounds
dude.
very violent.
Wait, dude, it's a horror story. What did you expect?
Howlier has some good advice in the chat. He
Kumbaya.
talks about.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck, I
there's
forgot about the chat.
yeah.
No,
Sorry.
Habital. Yeah, I've tried several times. It says no. My computer's not compatible for Windows 11,
Fuck Vista.
so I can't put it on.
Money to run Vista.
So I've tried several different ways, and I've tried all the ways they're showing. So there's something.
Well, if it doesn't meet the requirements, you're just kind of asking for trouble, though, right?
Well, and also
Yeah,
my
usually.
computer's like 6 years old. And then
Well,
I've
you're making all that Hollywood money, bro. Buy a new damn computer. Quit being so cheap.
dude, I keep upgrading everything. The only thing I haven't upgraded is the Intel, but I'm not doing Intel this time. I'm gonna do AMD.
Do SOC.
No.
Get one of those little tiny ones, man. Those things are kicking ass these days. Those little mini PCs.
No, I'm going, dude. When I go get a PC, I want something that's got so much freaking memory I can do whatever the fuck I want with it.
Oh, you want like a goddamn tower and shit.
Exactly, dude. Let's see.
Do you game?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're okay. Well, then you're going to need something that's got some horsepower to it.
Yeah.
See, I don't game. The most intensive thing I do on my little tiny thing is to draw.
But I'm trying to think.
Maybe light video editing.
2, 3, 4.
Oh, I got a new intro for the show. It's the same visually, but I tried to take the Tarzan song out because I keep getting gigged on that shit. I was getting gigged on the Beetlejuice ending.
What you need to do is go online and go to free use music.
Yeah, I did. I found hang on, let me look at my bookmarks. What's the name of it? I put it under. I tried to organize my bookmarks the other day under folders, under streaming. Here we go. It's either Toontank or whatever the hell this guy is. It's free music for YouTube videos. It's called uppbeat.io. Yeah, and I found like a upbeat, like electronic, not quite electronic. It's mainly rock, but with light. Well, whatever. You guys will hear it tomorrow, I guess. Fuck it.
Oh, then we're gonna get a preview.
I'll tell you,
I don't know if I can get anything to work, man.
I'll tell you what's.
Oh, I see.
So I'll tell you what surprised me is there's a wrestler named Kenny Omega, and he's been out with diverticulitis. So I mean, that's really a dude. That's a disease.
Diarrhea for dinosaurs?
No, dude, this is a disease nobody wants to have. This disease can kill you.
Sounds horrible.
Yeah, this put him on the shelf for over a year. They had to take 2 feet of his intestine out.
Oh God.
Yeah, this disease. This is also what fucked up Brock Lesnar, and he was out for like 3 years. This disease is really bad. So when he came back at Tokyo Dome, he went to the guys that did the music for Final Fantasy 7 and 10,
and
had them write him a brand new intro for his intro for his match.
Damn.
Dude, that song is freaking awesome.
Shit. Yeah, wrestling intros can be pretty tight.
Well, diverticulitis, that disease, basically, it just zaps you of everything to where you can't do anything and you're just in pain. And it basically tears your body down.
I had a disease like that one time. It was called working at Jet Broadband Cable. I I had to stop. It sucked. No, it wasn't that bad. I was the warehouse manager, so it wasn't terrible. Just everybody I dealt with was a fucking lunatic or stupid.
okay.
Like I had to go in there when I first got the job. The inventory system did not exist. There was the guy that had it before me. He stole the company van and ran out. He was like
What?
having sex with the girl down in the basement office and all this other shit. It was a total fucking nightmare. I walk into it and there's just like a stack of
That's
fucking paper. No,
awesome.
not that. I didn't walk into that. And you didn't see the chick that worked down there. She she was not hot. Anyway, it was a stack of paperwork.
Oh,
Had to
okay.
be
Gotcha.
4 foot tall at least. So I had to go through all that. I mean, god damn, dude. It was anyway, I single-handedly implemented the inventory program there. They didn't even know how to use Excel spreadsheets at that place. I taught these assholes everything. I was the man. And then I left them high and dry.
That's awesome, sir.
For indie comic books. Not really. They fired me.
Oh.
They
Fuck
fired
them
me because they were downsizing.
That usually happens.
Yeah.
all the more reason. Fuck those.
What was
assholes.
really effed up, man? Right before they canned my ass, we had 4 customer service representatives, the girls that worked upstairs, and these girls had been there through like 7 different cable companies because the cable companies, they change hands a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And they'd all been there. I know Tammy. I think she had been there, 15 years, if not more. So anyway, we all went to lunch. The new company bought lunch for everybody. The guys, you know, we all went to lunch at fucking. I don't think it was Applebee's. It was somewhere we all went. The Chinese joint. That's what it was.
Chinese.
It was their way of saying hello, you know.
And
So
goodbye.
we come back and all the girls are gone. They're gone. We're like, what happened? And Rodney, he was the plant manager. He comes out and he goes, well, they had to let them go. They let the girls go. And I'm like, why? They said the girls were stealing money, dude. And I knew every one of those women personally and professionally, and they wouldn't fucking steal a stray eyelash off of your arm if it fell onto it. It was all bullshit. It was just an excuse to cut them and run, you know, save money. So I'm like, well, shit. If they fire people like Tammy and Kim, I can't be too far down the road, dude, because you know they're tightening belts. You know, I'm like, oh shit. Right. So next thing I know, it was like maybe 2 weeks later, they took the van away from me. I'm like, okay, this kind of sucks, yeah. And then it was maybe another month went by, and then I come back from lunch, and I was the manager of the warehouse there, but I had a supervisor over me who ran like the not district, but whatever the fuck it was, you know, area, I guess you could call it. And Danny Heath, little motherfucker, cannot stand that guy. Anyway, he comes over there, and what are you sharing, Omar?
This image right here. Who's this chick right here holding this sword?
That ain't Mina.
That's not Nina. That's Carmela.
Nina doesn't have.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's Carmela.
Right,
Yeah.
that's who I drew here.
Oh, you drew Carmela. That's different.
This is Carmela. Yeah, I was like, wait, why does he keep saying that? This is the blonde chick.
Okay,
you didn't clarify.
Yeah, and I wrote her name down, Carmela.
Yeah, Carmela. Now she carries swords, and she's evil as hell.
Okay, well that's who I drew here. This is Carmela.
Okay.
I was like,
interrupted
why is he getting mad at me? I was like,
freaking story for this shit.
So did you get fired?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That about sums it up.
Sorry, bud.
I come in there from lunch, and he's like, Don. He's in a warehouse, right? Like, Don, have a seat. I'm like, you know what? I think I'll stand. I think I know what's going on.
Shit.
He says, Don, you've been doing great work here, and I really appreciate what you've done. And I said, let me stop you right there, Danny. I'm fired, ain't I? Well, in so many words,
yes.
And I was like, Danny, in so many words, Fuck you. Grabbed my briefcase, took my shit in it, got in my car, and went off. Didn't look back.
I remember when I was at GM. So before I went to the airport, I was the safety inspector for the GM plant in Arlington, where they make all the SUVs and everything.
Uh-huh.
So they were not doing too. This is when Obama bailed them out and all that bullshit.
Fucking Obama. Yeah.
So I come in.
We are going to fuck up the government.
No,
we're going to do it now.
So this is what happened. So I go in, and they're like, okay, so it's middle of July, and this is where you get your 2-week break while they retool everything for the 2025 vehicles.
Right.
And they're saying, hey, this is going to go longer than 2 weeks. We're setting you up for because anytime we're out more than 2 weeks, they automatically set up for unemployment checks to start happening.
Oh.
And then they'll call you back to come back to work.
Okay.
So as I'm walking out there, my supervisor comes over and goes, "Hey, you might want to look for something else because
what?"
He's saying I'm hearing they're going to downsize our department, and they go by seniority, and you're the lowest on the seniority.
Oh yeah.
I was like, well, thanks for giving me the heads up. Basically bring out the door, start looking for something.
Yeah.
Because he did so. This happened in July, and I went to work, and I went to work at the airport in December. So I was out that long out of work.
Fuck.
And so I'm working at the airport, and in February they call me.
Yeah.
They're like, you want to come back? I was like, what do you mean come back?
You want to come back?
Well, we need a safety inspector, but you're going to have to take a pay cut. I said, fuck you, and hung up on him.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
I was like, fuck you. I was like, no, I'm definitely not a fucking pay cut. Fuck that crap.
I know we let you go, and we're really sorry about that.
No, they needed somebody with the licensing that I had.
But you need something we need. You have something we need. Can you come and help us out, please? We'll pay you a little bit less money than we paid you before.
That was exactly what they were saying. I was like, fuck you, assholes. You think you're going to pay me more? And, they're like complete assholes.
Well, I like to help you out, but the math does not compute. Also, fuck off. Yeah, it's amazing how that shit happens, isn't it?
But, yep. And I left, and I haven't been back. I've been at the airport now 15 years, so.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
My brother works at an airport. He works in Austin. He's a TSA agent.
Hey, you're in Texas, right?
TSA. Oh, I love those guys.
TSA.
Bright as a light bulb in December at midnight.
Hey, James, I got a question.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie, Carry On?
Yes.
All
right, how accurate is that shit?
It's not
very.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
It seems like just a bunch of overdraft bullshit to me.
The thing about it is, and I'll explain, there's certain things you can, and people ask me about this all the time. What can you take on and what can you not take on? And how strict is the security going through? The security going through is extremely strict. You would not believe how many, because in Texas you have the conceal and the carry, license.
For guns, yeah.
You would not believe how many good pistols they pick up.
Yep, they pick up a
Isn't that amazing?
Because everybody
dumbasses around the world.
Now, here's the funny thing. You can actually take firearms on an aircraft. You can take swords on an aircraft. You can take pretty much everything. Any type of
weapon.
away
in the bottom, and it has to be in the case.
Well, this just got to be like with a sword. If you come in with a sword, you're going to be in an oversized bag in the first place. It's going to be in a locked case. It's got to be a hard case, not something where somebody can tear into it.
Right.
So you have to go over to a special area for the larger bags. Then you open it up where the TSA agents can see it. Okay? So once they see it, they inspect it, they seal it, they will put a type of tape on it, meaning it's sealed, it's not to be opened until after he gets it, Then what they do is they will take it and they put it in a special compartment in the plane.
Right.
Okay.
It's also
Okay.
recommended you put your own locks on afterwards.
Well, you put your own.
Where
You
they
have
do not.
So
Where they do not
you
have
put
it.
a lock on it,
no,
and
you put your own locks on it before you get there.
I assume it on
Yeah,
the
but you have
aircraft
to
it's
open
also
it. You have to open it so they can inspect to
under
see
lock.
what it
Right.
is.
You keep the keys in there like that. So now with firearms, this is the thing with firearms. You have to declare them, and they have to be in a locked box with no ammunition in the box with the firearm. You cannot take ammunition on the plane.
Makes
I
it
thought
harder to
you
load
could
that
take
fucker.
as long as it's not loaded in the gun.
No, ammunition is best to have it sitting over there when you get over there. If you're going to go hunting and stuff, have the ammunition over there. You don't want to play with ammunition going through customs and stuff. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what to
Yeah,
do.
yeah. I
to
thought
go
it
through
was
customs
available.
without having a nightmare of hell. Another thing that's going to get you flagged. Now this is a big one. A lot of people don't understand this. There is a document that you get when you're leaving the country. It asks you if you're carrying $10,000 or more in cash. Okay. So number one, if you are carrying $10,000 more in cash, you must declare it, and 99% of the time, the TSA agent's going to seize it. They do not want large amounts of cash flying anywhere, and it'll take you almost 90 days to get it back.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? I tried to open up the cleaning program on my Mac real quick. It popped up a window. Listen to this shit. You can't open the application Clean My Mac because it is not responding.
Are you serious? What the fuck?
Go ahead with your story, dude.
So now, what you can do, and this is really interesting, is you can get a prepaid Visa card with that kind of cash on it. You don't have to declare it at all because you're not carrying cash. Then when you get over there, just go to a bank and pull it out.
Sounds about right.
The other thing is, say you have an account, and because I did this, say you have an account, and I did this over there. There's a Bank of America in Tokyo.
Oh,
Okay, so the Bank of America in Tokyo you can access here in the United States.
right.
So why transfer money when the money's safe and secure? You can just pull out whenever you need to.
That is correct. What the fuck? Oh, Mom must be watching something on her iPad. I heard somebody screaming. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
So yeah, there's a bunch of things. I do recommend that if you are flying out, get to the airport 2 hours. Don't get there 5 minutes before your plane leaves, because here's the thing: when they say the plane will depart at 7:30, that means the plane is pulling away from the gate. That doesn't mean that they're still loading you. Okay,
Yeah.
so that means don't run there 5 minutes after the plane because the plane is not going to be at the gate.
You mean they're not going to hold the plane for me?
Oh hell no!
Oh, come on.
Oh, I have seen so many meltdowns of people doing that.
You're just full of bad news tonight, aren't you?
And the funniest thing, this is the one I love the most. No, I can't help you. I work for the airport. I don't work for the airlines. 90% of the people think the airport and the airlines is the same company.
Actually, I was one of those people.
Yeah.
So they're not, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No.
Okay.
The airlines actually rent gates from us.
Damn.
You would not believe how the actual airport makes money.
Hey, I was reading about
Yeah, they make a shitload.
since I can't do anything, I was on the Google News headlines, listening to James talk about all this crazy shit at the airport. They said that at least 11 people are dead from those Los Angeles fires now.
Yep.
Man, that is some bad shit.
Dude, it
Hey James, so what could I draw behind Carmela here? What werewolves?
she does not have werewolves. She's got other vampires. And she's also got mercenaries.
I'm sorry, did you
Would they
say
have
mercenaries?
guns, or-
Yeah, like SEAL teams.
Oh, shit, dude.
Monster hunters. Yeah.
So could they be like Black Ops
Yeah,
with like
night vision and all that stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not fucking hinky at all. Lockheed Martin donates $1 million to the Trump inaugural committee.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's not fucking hinky at all, is it?
Who else?
It makes total sense.
Who was
how
else? Who was else that just did that too? Somebody else did it.
Bunch of fucking
Fucking
assholes.
Facebook.
Oh no, Apple. Apple did it.
Yeah.
Apple gave money to Trump.
Everybody's talking all this shit about Trump, right? And then he gets in, he's like, you know what? Maybe we should give him money.
Well, you know why they're doing that, don't you?
Yeah, because he's big into tech with Elon Musk. They don't want to
Well, it's not
join
just
out.
that. It's
The tariffs and all that shit.
it's also like, hey, we have military contracts. He cuts contracts, we're in trouble. We'll be out of business.
Well, yeah, but like with Apple, like was it like 90% of their shit is made in China? And Trump's got a hard on for China, especially with the tariffs. So that's gonna fuck their business all up. So they're like,
Well,
hey, dude, here's some inaugural money, maybe some pocket money too. Maybe look the other way on a couple of things.
China is very. They don't play by anybody's rules. They play by their own rules, and so somebody needs to put them in check.
Well, if you got money, you can do it.
Well,
I
no,
say he needs to be put in check. It's fucking Russia. They're the ones that need to be put in check. You get my ass in the White House.
You know what's interesting? You know what's interesting about this Ukrainian war? So
I had a theory, dude. Let me tell you my theory real quick, and then you tell me yours, okay? I had a theory that those two are in cahoots with each other, and they're just depleting the United States military just so they can come invade our asses later with our own goddamn military surplus.
Oh, is that what you're thinking?
Giving them?
Is that what you're thinking?
Kind of, yeah.
How about this one? So, after Afghanistan, Biden's approval ratings went to shit in the handbasket.
Yeah.
Okay, so he needed something to fix that. So Putin, and remember this, also when he was vice president, his son was being investigated by the Ukrainians for underhanded dealings, and he withheld $5 billion from the Ukrainian government until they fired the prosecutor and dropped the case against his son.
I had forgotten about that, but yeah, so, I remember that.
So he needs something to fix his approval rating, right? So what does Russia do? Oh, we're going to take care of Ukraine for you. Take care of two birds with one stone. So Russia starts moving troops down to Ukraine. Well, Biden tells China what's going on. China tells Russia to hold off for 2 weeks after the Olympics. So Russia's got troops on the Ukrainian border for over 2 weeks because of the Olympics in China, and the Ukrainians see it coming.
China.
If he would have just moved, Ukrainians would have been caught flat-footed. It had been over in a few days, and then Biden, because Biden didn't stop buying oil from Russia until 60 days after the war started. He was still buying oil from Russia.
That's right. You got to follow the money.
So what was he going to do? Oh, it's going to be real quick. He'll go over and broker a fake peace deal where everybody's happy and he gets his political stuff, because the Ukrainians are not going to fight back. They're going to ask, hey, we need peace and stuff, and he'll have a win-win. And that didn't happen. It blew up in his face.
Yeah, they thought they weren't going to fight back.
And so now you got this. So he turns around, and what's he do? He's funneling billions and billions of dollars over there without any oversight, and they can't even figure out where half the money went.
Yeah.
So again, there's no oversight. All these billions of dollars are going over there, and then all of a sudden this stuff happens in North Carolina and Tennessee and stuff, and FEMA has no money. But then
actually, the shit with FEMA started to open up. I think it was a few months prior to that. Remember that fire they had in Maui?
Well, yeah. Well, the Maui
that's when the curtain started to fall back on FEMA.
Yeah. That Maui was first, then North and South Carolina, and then all of a sudden now with LA, oh, I got plenty of money. I can go help. I can go help. I got to go help LA. I got to help LA. He went to LA instead of his little joint overseas.
Well, they talking all kind of shit about LA now. There's investigations into the government there. Like a lot of the water, the fire hydrants were fucking dry or just not working.
Yeah, because Newsom and the mayor.
Yeah, and the insurance companies, like a few months prior to that, just started dropping motherfuckers left and right.
Well, see, here's the thing. So I'm not taking up now. Number one, I'm not taking up for State Farm. They're bastards. But it's not just that insurance company. What happened was the insurance companies were saying, "Hey, you need to start doing this about cleaning the brush and cleaning everything. Preventative, because we're not going to insure stuff. If you're not going to be preventative and protect your own properties and stuff. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Sierra Club came in and said, no, it's got to stay. We can't. The nature of life and everything. And they were like, okay, we're pulling. We told you. We're pulling out, and they pulled out. And then of course this. Well, we're not going to pay. We're going to hold off on doing these water reserves and everything because nobody needs it, and everything will be fine.
Shit.
And we can save all this money to go to other projects because I'm broke and I want to raise a 9% tax on everybody. That's nuisance. Well, guess what? This is what you get. And now everybody's pissed, and I'm like, well, you keep voting these people in, and you think this is not going to happen?
It's just like that shit a couple years back when Black Lives Matter took off real hard, and all these assholes are out there screaming, defund the police. And then they started doing some of that shit. Some of the local governments did. And then all of a sudden, crime's out of hand. They're like, what happened? The police ever like, motherfucker, you asked for it. You get what you get.
The best
Stop
one
being retarded.
was one of the actresses who was like real big on defund the police. Her house got burglarized, and she called.
Yeah.
And the police, it took the police like 35 minutes to show up. And she started complaining. They were like, well, you're the one who wanted to defund the police.
Bitch, I ain't got no money. What am I supposed to do?
You
want me to spend my own money to get the donuts first and then go to your house? Shit. What you trying to do to me?
You can't have it both ways. That's just like the law they had passed where they had made things a misdemeanor instead of a felony. And then after 2 years, they're like going, no, we need to change this back because that's when all the looting and everything happened.
Now, I'm going to tell you, the whole system's fucked. Has been since.
California has been screwed for 40 years because all they do is keep voting the same party in who doesn't give a shit.
I still contend Reagan was the last greatest president we've had. I don't give a damn who disagrees with me. I still contend that. Bush, the first Bush was okay.
The first Bush was an asshole.
I said he was okay, man. I'm not over here patting him on his back or nothing.
No, I mean, I was in a freaking army when he was.
And then Clinton got in, shit started going downhill.
Oh, when Clinton got in, I got out. I was like, fuck.
And then W didn't really help. W just wanted to avenge his daddy's war. That's all that was.
No, Daddy. No, not avenge. He wanted to go. He needed to go fix the fucking.
Yeah.
Because that was the biggest bullshit ever. We're there. Why don't we go? And that's what we all said. Why did we not finish the job? We should just gone in and killed it.
Should have annexed that motherfucker into the 51st state.
Now that I know how that works.
Welcome to America's sandbox. Iraq.
Well, see, here's the problem. Here's the problem with what happened with our. And ever since this happened, if you did it like we did with Japan, Iraq would have been fine. But we didn't do that. It's not nation building. It's we go in and rebuild. That's the military oversee everything. Then it would be fine. But no, you have to politics.
James, you did something to your mic, man. You're all muffled now.
Yeah, something.
Hear me now?
Sounds weird. Like you're underwater.
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange.
I think all this heated debate scared your microphone. It's like I've never heard such strong language from you before.
How's that?
It's better.
Better.
Oh,
You sound more aggressive, less Aquaman-y. But no, I agree with you, man. The system has been fucked for a long time. We need somebody with a strong dick energy to go in there and set shit right, man. And I hope Trump's the dude, man. I'm telling you, I hope.
Well, this is what we need. We need to get rid of the fucking guys that are in the Joint Chiefs right now. They're a bunch of dumbasses.
No, I'm not going to argue with you about that either. We need to get rid of about 85% of Congress, too.
Well,
Keep all them motherfuckers out into the front.
Congress is going to change this year. You know why?
Because it's all Republican just about.
No, it is all Republican. They have control of everything now.
Ain't no more of this. Well, that don't mean it's going to stop, though.
Well, it may be better than what we've had.
Yeah. See, that's been the biggest problem for better part of fucking 30 years now. Can't do shit because one side's too busy sucking the other one off.
Well, here's the thing, okay? The last time the Republicans got control, they promised a whole lot of shit and they didn't deliver.
Shit, that's any politician.
Well, I'm being truthful. If you're going to promise a lot of shit, you better deliver. The only one that delivered anything in the past 30 years has been Trump.
It's true.
When he was in his first presidency.
He said shit was going to happen, and it happened.
Yeah. Everybody else's backbone screwed everybody over, and Biden was no different.
It's like I distinctly remember there was a time during Trump's first presidency I was paying like $1.98 for gas. I was like, this is fucking great. And then he gets out, and not even 2 months later, I'm back to paying fucking $3.15 a gallon. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It's just like what happened the other day, where Biden was talking about, we're going to get gas prices down. Then he turns around, 265 million acres is that he's going to take off where you can't drill or anything.
Yeah, I read about that. 650. Yeah,
like, you motherfucker.
It's like he ain't gonna be happy until he spends every last waking moment of his bullshit lame duck presidency fucking the government up.
Well, you know he's doing this, don't
before Trump can. Yeah, he's doing it to fuck Trump up.
No, he's doing this to fuck the Democrats.
I thought he was a Democrat. I thought he liked
them. No, you don't understand. It's real simple. See, when Pelosi and Schumer went over there and told him to get out of the race,
he's pissed at them.
When they told him to get out of the race, because they basically told him, either you get out of the race or we're going to take you out of the race. No, that's basically what they did. They threatened him. Because if you notice something, he doesn't talk to Schumer. He doesn't have any contact with Nancy Pelosi or anything the minute he got out of the race.
I thought that old bitch retired, though.
No, she's still there. She's not going to give up power, dude. So here's what happened. They had discussed and said they were going to do primaries. Okay? But Biden comes out saying he gave everything to Harris because he knew that she was going to screw this up and lose. He was pissed. The other reason he gave it to Harris was he didn't want to give all that money back, because the minute you take him and Harris out, all that money that was sent by donors for the Democratic Party, that was almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
Guess what? They got to give it all back.
Yeah.
And then they got to start from scratch. And they only got 100 days before the election. Oh, they were screwed, dude. They were totally screwed.
The whole thing was a fucking shit show from the jump, man.
And all it did was destroy the Democratic Party. And he purposely did it. Even though he's got dementia, Alzheimer's, there's moments where his mind is still sharp. And it's usually between 9 a.m. and 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
James got that shit down to a schedule.
No, I'm saying, no. My mother had dementia. I know exactly what he's going through.
No, I'm sorry to hear that, dude.
Well, I mean, she's passed away, so. But that disease, that disease is one of the most scariest diseases that you can even think about, and what it does to the brain. There is no cure for it.
I worry about that shit with myself because I got that. I had a head injury, man. When I get hit by that truck.
Dementia is a nightmare, and the thing about it is he is pissed, he's angry, and he basically screwed the Democratic Party. I can tell you right now that the last election that we had, with all these Democrats that are now going to, like in Arizona, that went to jail and are barred from officiating elections and stuff.
Yeah,
that tells me right there was a lot of stuff under the table going on. And
oh yeah, of course.
When that happens, the recourse is just so bad that now the Democratic Party right now is in complete disarray. They have nothing, and they really don't have anybody
to blame but themselves.
Well, not only that, they don't have anybody who can come in to save them.
Yeah, they don't have like one strong front person at all.
They have nobody. They do not have anybody like Bill Clinton. They don't have anybody like Barack Obama. They don't have anybody.
Shit, you notice how Obama just stayed the fuck back? He was like, I don't want nothing to do with any of this shit.
Well,
Like he fucked
no,
up.
he was
Came
out.
out, he tried to
he,
support Harris.
he was out supporting Harris. That was the thing.
I
But
know there was an instance where he tried, and he basically told, like, if you're a black man and you're not voting for Harris, shame on you, or some shit like that. And there was just a rash
it blew up.
of videos. Yeah, dude. Like
It totally
the
blew
black
up.
community was like, "What the fuck? You don't tell me who to vote for, asshole." You know, all this other shit. I was like, "Damn!" And they turned against you, man.
It did. It really did. It really destroyed everything. And they just the Democratic Party right now. And the problem is you're seeing the Democratic Party, instead of saying, "Hey, we need to figure out what's wrong. We need to fix what's wrong. We need to, come together and all this bullshit." They always talk about when they win that we need to heal the country. We need to support everybody. You need to get on board with everybody.
Yeah.
They're not doing that. They're lashing out. They're saying we need to fight Trump. We need to fight Congress. We need to fight this.
Yeah, that's the only ammunition they got.
They're making everything now to the point where it's going to get a lot worse for them because
Yeah, it's like they're trying to go to war with everyone.
they just do not.
They don't get it.
They were saying that they were going to riot for the election, that they were going to make sure she got it, no matter if she lost the vote, all this stuff. And I'm just sitting here going like, man, you guys, nailed us to the wall all this time.
Yeah.
And you're doing exactly what you said, they did.
Yep.
And of course,
that got picked up on too. Picked up on.
The thing about, and this is the thing about January 6th of 2020. I've always said this. I took an oath to defend the Constitution. I didn't take an oath to defend the presidency or president.
And foreign and domestic.
And I said that the minute they went into Congress, when they went into the building, they went too far.
Yeah, they broke the law.
If they would have stayed outside, it would have just been a protest.
Yeah.
But when you go inside the building, I was like, no, that's it. I'm not going to support this.
Well, the minute that one asshole broke the window, that right there was a felony.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah. And but the way they're saying this is just no, that's not what happened. And now that you have tape, but they have the two tapes. They have the one where Pelosi's talking about she's going to go fight, Trump. The other one was she turned down the National Guard that Trump was going to send to her the day before so they could do security for him, and she turned it down.
Wait, security for what? You talking about when her old man got beat up?
No, I'm talking about when they were going to do the
January
11th.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you.
Vote.
Yeah. Trump
going to have the National Guard out there to protect everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, actually, he sent them, and she caught.
No, they didn't. No, she didn't. He didn't send. He offered, and the Sergeant of Arms of the Congress, who is in charge of all security of Congress, turned him down, saying that the Speaker said no, and so they didn't get sent.
Who's that? Sergeant of the Arms.
He is a.
No, I know his job. I mean, who was it?
I don't know the guy's name, but the person he answers to is the Speaker of the House, which at the time was Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that popped up on that they don't talk about, but they use it as this. So we want to talk about history. The way they talk about it in history and what really happened is two different things.
Ain't that usually the case?
What do you think, James? We've got a special ops guy.
What's the matter?
What do you think? Put a special ops.
Yeah, night vision on that dude. I like that.
Looks good. That looks good. Yeah, that looks good.
Put a couple. Try to put another two.
Yeah, that looks good.
Hell yeah! Holy shit! It's 3:23 in the morning. Fuck. Yeah, I've been doing this.
Well, you're only about a half an hour away from no snow.
Well, according to my weather map.
Is that right?
Let me bring my weather map up again. My weather map says that the snow is gone. Wait, where's it at? Let me see. Where's the now thing at? All right. Boom. It's animated when it first comes on. So I got to press now. It's almost gone, dude. It's got like another 10 minutes. 10 minutes in fucking snow.
Nice.
Yeah, this weather app's kind of cool, man. I don't know if it's Apple exclusive or what, but I kind of like it.
Oh yeah, the one that's on the phone, the iPad and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Apple's personal. I've also got an app called My Radar
Uh-huh.
that you can pull up, and it gives you up to the minute radar of your local area, and you can actually do nationwide on it.
Oh, that's cool. I tried using the local news channels app. They both fucking blow.
Yeah, but My Radar is fantastic, and you can customize it so you can see lightning strikes, you can see warnings, you can take stuff in and out of it.
Wait, you can see lightning strikes? That's
Yeah.
cool. What's it called? My Radar?
Yeah, My Radar. So
Is it a free app or a paid app?
no, it's a free app. Hold on.
I'm
So
gonna get that bitch right now.
my phone, Don. So this is
What?
the phone. Hold
Yeah.
back. This app right here.
Uh-huh.
It says My Radar. It's one word, but you press it, it comes up like that,
Uh-huh.
and then it just shows everything for you.
Oh,
So
hell
where
yeah.
I'm at right now is clear. But if I go over to where you're at, I can see where the storms are. And
It's actually called My Radar.
yeah, it's called My Radar.
Well, I'm on this bitch. Here we go. Hey, no, go back, motherfucker. Not my Ravdar asshole. My Radar. My Radar weather radar. Oh shit. Yeah, get it, motherfucker. We are downloading now. Thank you, James.
No problem.
Oh, I do love me a weather map, man.
Yeah, we use that one at work.
Oh, right under it is My Radar Weather Radar Pro.
No,
For $5.99. Eat a dick. I ain't paying for that.
I mean, you really don't need the Pro. That one does everything you need.
Yeah. Allow by using the app. Yes. Continue. I said allow once already, bitch. Introducing rain notifications. My radar can now notify you before the rain starts. That's always helpful.
Yeah, some of those are really good, especially like if you get a tornado warning and stuff.
Yeah.
It pops up like instantly.
Outside getting your freak on with your girl. You don't know if it's going to rain or not. And weather map comes up and says, hey, it's going to rain. Hurry up. What you doing? Wipe your shit down. Tuck it back in. Get back in the car. Oh, God. Oh, damn. I like the way this looks, dude. Why is it saying I'm in Halifax, North Carolina, though? I'm not nowhere near
You
that.
can do well. You can
Oh,
take.
wait. Now it's changing. Wait, what's it doing? It's like going nuts. Now it says I'm in Piney River. Oh, I see what it's doing. As I zoom in, the crosshairs. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, you need to look for the little. There should be a little blue dot. That's where you're at.
Yeah, I got it now. Okay, the crosshairs is kind of throwing me off. Oh, dude, that is tight. It's got the temperature, the like a little forecast and all that kind. I like that, man. That's tight. Well, that's definitely going on the homepage then. All right, let me see. Put you right next to McDonald's. No, come on. No, don't be all wiggly, damn it. All right, and right next to Facebook Messenger, which I no longer use. I've been thinking about deleting Facebook altogether. But mom's still on Facebook, and a lot of time that's the only way she can see the stuff that I post. But shit, I ain't posted on Facebook since shit. Well, I posted tonight for the first time since like the 29th of December. I don't even bother putting no work up there no more.
I'm not a fan of Facebook anymore. You know.
Facebook just sucks, dude.
Hey Don,
Yeah.
what you think?
Hang on. I think there aren't enough scales.
Man, that dragon looks fucking beast.
No, dude, that is super tight. I like that a lot. Let me make it big for the world to enjoy.
So,
Oh wait, I see the night now. Yeah, turn around. All right, what's her name?
her name is Katrina.
That's badass.
Oh, it's a chick. That's awesome.
That's
Man,
a
that
chick.
sword is dope. Shit.
James can draw some shit now.
Just don't
The
tell him.
hilt,
He might get a big head about it.
that hilt got some Witchblade vibes to it, though, bro.
Well, the thing about she hasn't got it in the she doesn't get it yet in the book, but what she did was she kills a demon in the book,
As you do.
and she gets the core gem from the demon, and
Uh-huh.
it's like a hero level demon. So she takes it to a elemental forge and has the forger make her a sword, and that's what the sword looks like after he gets done with it.
Nice. Look at our boy over here, James.
I know he's doing really good tonight. He's having fun.
He's gonna put 3 dudes in the background. He ain't dicking around at all.
I was
Meanwhile,
looking at a lot of my stuff recently. I'm like, man, I need to add backgrounds.
my
People are
fucking
gonna think
drawing
I can't
program
draw
crashed. I
any.
can't do shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I think I might be wrapping it up here pretty soon.
Oh, speaking of backgrounds.
What do you got? You got something?
Oh yes. So we're talking. They're talking about anime
Yeah.
with. So this is the stuff that I enjoyed when I was young.
Hey, you guys talk. I gotta go. You're gonna use the bathroom real quick.
Go
But y'all,
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna make it big. I'm gonna make it big. I'm gonna turn my microphone. I'll be back in a
So
few minutes.
this is
Yeah.
simple. This is old as hell, but this is and it is signed by the Japanese actress who played Minmay. Um, but you can see the
Hey,
detail.
James, you have a little black dot on your camera. It's in
I know
the-
I can't get rid of it.
Oh, you can't get rid. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is, but you can see the detail they put into the drawings before they do the cartoon.
That's crazy, man. Yeah.
But look at all those.
Man, that's awesome. Yeah.
You're talking about aircraft. Well, let me go over to
Right. That's all Gundams, right? Like Gundams and Macross's Gundams.
here. So this is the main fighter they use. It is based on the F-14.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
of course there's the ships.
Those are the ones that turn into robots, right? Or they were just
Yeah. No, they turn into robots. I've actually got one on the shelf over here. So this is all that.
Isn't that aren't those the original? Like one of them is based on like the Starscream Transformers.
No, these are this came out before Transformers.
Yeah, I know, but didn't they steal one or two of those designs?
No, they
Made
stole
it-
the design. Toy wise, they brought the Jetfire toy. Was actually
Jetfire.
was a toy for this line over in Japan. And
Right.
when they brought the toys over here in Japan, see here's the character here. So when they brought the characters over here in the States, the toy line, well, he was already out for Transformers. So they couldn't bring the Veritech over because there's multiple
Japan.
Veritechs. Yeah, from Japan, yeah. Because the Transformers had brought him over in the Transformers line. And the thing about Transformers is, so see, here's the one they used, the actual toy design.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Packs. That's him. So what they did,
Jetfire.
yeah, Jetfire, the toy. Because if you look at the cartoon, Jetfire looks completely different. He's 100% completely different. So the story behind Transformers, and this is really good. I love this one. So when they designed Transformers in Japan, they just did them as transforming robots. They had no story at all. So when they brought them to the United States, they gave it to the guy who created Thundercats to come up with the backstory for them. And so that's when the Autobots were born and the Decepticons were born and everything like that.
I thought it was what's his name at Marvel. I thought they brought him to Marvel.
No. This is the same guy. You got to understand something. The guy that did Chance Wolf, who did
Thundercats. Yeah.
Thundercats, was also working at Marvel. He was working all over the place, but he was the main guy behind everything. And it was just one of those things like they did with Robotech. Robotech, when they came over here to the States, they actually brought 3 different cartoon series and put them together to make one series with complete overdubs of everything. And the same thing with Voltron. Voltron is actually 2 different animes completely
Shows.
different.
Yeah.
You have the lions and you have the cars, vehicles. So they're completely different animes, and they put them together to make, that's what they were doing back in the 80s, especially in the 70s and 80s. They would take two or three of the animes, because most animes were only 24 to 36 episodes. That's it. Well, they needed 50 something episodes to have a TV show, and so they merged the cartoons. One of the biggest ones they did was Captain Harlock and Galaxy Express 999. They merged those two, which had nothing in common whatsoever. And
What's that?
Captain Harlock and Galaxy Express 999.
Ooh, never heard of him, man.
Yeah, this is back. This is back in. Oh, you never heard of Captain Harlock?
Captain Harlock? No, I don't think so.
Oh my God.
Is it cool?
Yeah, hold on. I'll pull up a trailer so I can show you Captain Harlock, because they made a movie about 10 years ago. That's really good. I'll pull up the trailer so you can see it.
Okay,
But
cool.
he was probably one of the first space adventures, because you had G-Force, which is Battle of Planets. That was first. Then you had Captain Harlock come in, and Gundam came in, and Star Blazers came in, and then came Robotech and Voltron and all that. So those are the old classic ones that came in back then. Hey, you're whistling again.
Am I? Sorry.
There you go. So let me find that video real quick. I'll wait till Don gets back to that video.
Am I whistling?
Yep.
Still? Dang it.
No, you're not.
I'm putting myself on mute when I'm not talking. That way it won't whistle. Are you playing a video, or you're looking for it, or what?
Well, I can't share it without Don being here.
Oh, right on, right on.
Because I do not have I don't have the option to control it. So when Don gets back, I'll be able to show it.
Right on, right on. I gotcha. Well, let's address the chat there. Halier, I don't know if he's still around. He said there's been much snow where I'm at, only about a foot of so far. We usually have 4 to 6 feet at least by now. And I think he's referring to awesome to your artwork there,
What I miss?
which is cool.
My cat up here. Okay, there you go. Thank you for sharing that, sir.
Yeah, but no, that's Captain Harlock. So.
I had to use the head, and then I poked my head out the door. After I used the head, of course. And we maybe got 4.5, maybe 5 inches. It's all done now.
Yeah, we got about 2. So
Yeah. When the daylight comes, I'll take some pictures and post her on the old X.
We ain't get no snow down here. It's about 45, 40 degrees.
Where you at?
I'm in McAllen, Brownsville area, Texas, deep South Texas.
Fucking
really?
sad.
Yeah, Brownsville, McAllen area.
You're in Bullshitville. That's where you are.
No, my cousin lives in Padre.
Oh yeah, on Padre Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, South Padre Island, or just Padre Island, or Padre.
He's on South Padre.
Okay, because well, north of it is Padre Island, which is near Corpus, rather than
No, he's down. He's down south.
Port Isabel, which is
It's going to
South
take
Padre
these
Island.
assholes about 3 days to dig us out. Now, they'll probably plow the road sometime tomorrow afternoon.
But so you can go. So basically, you can go out and watch Elam shoot his rockets off.
Shoot,
Yes,
rocket.
sir. I've been wanting to go do that. I mean, I watch them live on YouTube, but I've been wanting to go down to the island and actually watch one. But I think
you're
I'm
not,
going to try to make it the next one and actually go watch that one.
yeah, you're not that because you're just great. Yeah, my uncle lived down.
Yeah, it's
What is
about
it?
60
Concho?
minutes away.
Was it Concho down there? Yeah, my uncle lived down there.
Yeah.
Hey, James.
Yes.
Matt Hawkins from Top Cow, from Image, whatever.
Uh huh.
He got to evacuate his house. He just posted on Facebook.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know because that's where the studio's at, and they put out a notice this afternoon. So
Shit. It's just getting bad. They were on the news talking about earlier. They're like, it's 3% contained. I'm like, 3% ain't shit.
well, and Rob Liefeld's son's down in that area too.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that post from Rob earlier. It said that I think his son had to evacuate.
Yeah.
I don't know if the whole family's got to go or not because Rob's still down that way too, isn't he?
I think he's down there. I think he's further down south.
Yeah. I got my cat up here in my arms. Plus, I had to check on Mama Donna.
And of course, oh, did you hear this one? The guy that they caught with the blowtorch and everything, they let him go.
What are we talking about?
Well, the arson. The guy they caught trying to do arson.
They caught the guy and they let that faggot go?
Yeah, the LA let him go. So there wasn't enough evidence to charge him with anything.
What do you have to do? Set the fucking tree on fire in front of him?
I just, I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Fucking California, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
A bunch of assholes. I'm so glad I don't live out there.
I used to have relatives out there, but they all passed away. So
I got relatives out there somewhere, but I ain't got nothing to do with them.
my relatives that were out there are long gone.
They're a bunch of damn criminals. Anytime I hear from them, they want money or something. Just ignore that shit. Bad enough when I lived in San Diego, my uncle invited me to his house. I go to his house, and this is when I'm in the Navy, right? I go there, and Grandma's there with him, and then Uncle Joe invites me in the house. I ain't seen Joe in 20 years at that time, right? I roll up in the house. He's like, hey, how you doing? So glad to see you again, nephew. Want to do a line of coke? Huh? What, Joe?
Nope. I'm not gonna get in trouble. Nope. No.
I think that scared Omer. He left.
Well, I'm freaking out, dude. I'm freaking out to go to bed. It's almost.
Yeah, I'm
late.
getting ready to go to bed too, man.
Like I said, I got a lot of stuff done on this, so I'm happy.
I wanted to get more done, but my goddamn app I don't know what the hell's going on with my app, man. This is the first time the computer's ever done stuff like this.
Well, all I can say is leave it sit for a little bit, then reboot it.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart it because if I want to watch anything later, I got this is my media server. So.
Yeah, I understand. All right. Well, I'm gonna take off and I'm gonna head to bed.
Fuck yeah, man! I had fun talking to you, cats, man.
I'll see you later tonight.
Hell yeah, dude! You ready to draw some Judge Dredd?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. I've never drawn him, so I've got some issues. I've got to pull the issues out to look at him, get a better look at him.
Well, I can send you a reference picture if you need one.
No, I have some Judge Dredd's comics.
Well, you see, you got Google too, right?
Yeah, the comics. I figured having them in my hands. Have a look at them.
Yeah.
Look at the screen.
Well, look, man. Take care.
All right. You have a good night.
You too, man. So, James, thank you for popping on, James. Thanks for popping on, Omer. I guess Omer left of his own free will. I don't know. But let me just check the chat real quick, see if anybody's saying anything that I might have missed. All right, so I would like to thank Haldar for popping in. Haldar, you are the man, dude. You're an excellent moderator. You do need to come on the show, though. Everybody's saying that you can draw, and I've seen it for myself. Oh, wait. Omer's back. What'd you happen, dude?
My browser crashed.
Well, I'm about to sign off, man.
Yeah, I heard you guys.
Oh, I
What's
think I
going
know
on?
why.
I was gonna
I
tell
think I know
everybody.
why Clip crashed on my computer, man. I think I figured it out. It was the Earth Mother titties. Fucked it up. Clip's like
It's,
if you zoom any more into this cleavage, I can't handle it. It overheated my
yeah,
processor.
yeah, it sounds like might do that. Yeah.
Well, look,
All right,
man.
buddy.
I'm glad you got your
Yeah,
package.
yeah,
Let me know how it all works out. All right.
yeah. Yeah. I tried to load it up today, but I'll work on it tomorrow. See.
Did it have any charge left in it?
Yeah, I had like 60%.
No shit.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, man.
But
Well, we'll see you later on tonight on the studio.
yeah. Hey, I'll be on
And
a Red Valkyrie and doing the art auction.
oh, for real?
Yeah, later today at 12 is like they're gonna do like a pump up stream or whatever for an hour or whatever, and then the show starts at 2 Eastern, 1 p.m. Central.
Tight. Well, good luck, man.
Hopefully, make a couple
You gonna
bucks.
auction some shit off?
Yeah, just 3 pieces. I don't know. Shelby's on there, and they got some big hitters. Irene.
You
So
motherfucker! You had Shelby on your show. You bitch. That was so cool.
yeah, they were telling some really good stories, man, of
That
working
was
at
so cool,
the
man.
printing company. Yeah, Shelby's a
Hell
good guy,
yeah.
man. I like Shelby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I've
all
hung
right.
out on
We
Shelby's
get him on our
chat
show.
for. Yeah, I'll ask him. Let's see if he wants to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Throw a word out, man. If it's
yeah.
not too inconvenient for you,
The
hanging with all those cool cats like Shelby.
Shelby's hit and miss. So like
He's
I
also
I
very
I
busy.
I just sent him the link, man, and he just like he wasn't even friends with me on freaking Twitter. Like I followed him, but he never followed me back. And he accepted the friend request and came on. And I didn't think he was actually gonna come on. So it was just a weird
That's
thing. Came up
cool.
in chat, and
It's cool.
he's
He
like, "Where's
knows
my
what's
link?"
up. He
Yeah,
knows
exactly.
Omer is the man, dude. He knows what's up.
It's because I get in the chats. I've been around for a long time in the chats,
That's
and
right. Everybody's trying to get up on your tail, on your tail hook there. It's all good.
yeah.
I understand.
What? Hey! You're welcome on the show too, Don.
Why do you
Anytime.
think I hang out with you? Because you cool as shit, man. I know where the action is.
Well, thank you. That's kind of you to say, sir.
I'm also full
Thank
of
you,
shit.
Helder. You're
Yeah,
the
man.
shit too, John. John,
How dare
you're a
is
good, great guy.
don't be Marcus Killigrew. Don't be calling me John.
Yeah, I know. I
Don't be
was
doing
very
that shit.
conscious of that.
Fucking Marcus. You know he does that shit on purpose.
Does he? I don't know if
Yeah.
he does. Well, I know he hung out with John's Lungbox all night instead of hanging out with us.
Oh, those two are like
Thick as
tight.
thieves, huh?
Yeah, thick as thieves, man. But it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. I know if we were to rumble with the socias in the alleyway, I know that Marcus Kelligrew would have my back.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I
Greases for
think
life, baby.
even John would be on there too on our side.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna throw it out in the wind. I'm gonna sign
All
off.
right, man. Thank you for
And
letting
I
me on.
appreciate
Thanks
you
for
coming
having
on,
me.
man. It was fun
Always.
bullshitting with you tonight, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Pleasure.
brother.
Take care. Thank you, sir.
You too, man. All right, for all you scalawags out there hanging in, I appreciate you watching. Y'all be safe. Y'all be cool. And tune in tomorrow, today. Yeah, fuck, today. 7 p.m. Eastern for episode 15 of The Studio, where me, James, Omer, Duck Bacon, and the mysterious Marcus Kelligrew will be attempting to draw our version of Judge Dredd. And Mama Donna will, of course, be there, and hijinks will ensue. And we're going to have a blast. We're going to have fun. We're going to have a good time because that's what we're all about. So this is Don signing off from the snow-infested regions of Southern Virginia. I appreciate y'all hopping on and hanging out with me. Good night. God bless. Party on, baby.